I was indeed reading that Enzo list. Hello and everyone, welcome to the stream, and we're back with early RP1. Hello everyone that's been in chat already. Yeah, no, I just decided I wanted to do some old early RP1 today. So Carnassa hippie glasses revealed. These are actually Alicea's, and she said you should wear them for your stream. They're nice big pink heart-shaped glasses, and I thought, you know what? It's very hot. So it is very, very warm in the UK today, and usually I like to stream for 4 hours. And one thing, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do that just because how warm it is in this office. I'll see how I go. I'm just going to play a little bit of music whilst we get this started and whilst we get into the game, if I can find it. There we go. And we're in! So yeah, it's very warm. It's very, very warm today. I'm going to try and stream for the regular 4 hours that I do, but I am right next to this massive black curtain, which is just radiating heat towards me, so I'll see how that goes, but we'll see. Hopefully everything's good. But what are we going to be doing today? We are going to be carrying on with RP1. So here we are at Cape Canaveral yet again. We have, well, in the last live stream that I did last Sunday, I built up Animal Testing is Bad Yo, and we are going to be launching that today, hopefully. And, well, we should be. I'm going to duplicate that right now because I feel like we are going to want to have a couple of those launched up. And I'm going to scrap the Chungoid 6. Because we're no longer going to be using that. No, that time has now passed. We are now using, I can't even remember what the name of these were. I think it was something like the super heavy Chungoid. Anyway, greetings from Poland, Carnassa. Hello, welcome to the stream. I have the same dilemma. Okay, what? It is very hot tonight. It is very, very hot tonight. It is absolutely roasting. It is bright and sunny outside. It is warm and it is glorious, and I'm sat inside playing Realism Overhaul. Yeah, it's going to be fun. No, I don't mind at all. I will enjoy doing this. Right, so, yeah, we've got these two that are going to be built, and I've got 200,000 funds. And I think to kick this off, what we're going to do is I am going to get this down to about 100,000. Maybe we'll go to 90,000. And I'm going to stick those all into my vehicle assembly building. And what I want to do is I want these, the science that I'm going to gain from these, well, that will be what I use to upgrade my science, and that's kind of how I do this. So what we're going to do is we are going to warp to complete, and then we can get one of these bad animal tests out onto the launch pad, and we can start launching this and try and get this, well, up into orbit, hopefully. And then we want to return it because, well, yeah, this is what this is for. It is an orbital return, even. The last snow just melted where I live. Wow, that must be somewhere quite cold. Have you seen the BF 2042 trailer? No, I have not. I've not played Battlefield since 2142, I think was the last Battlefield game that I played. So, Chungoid 5 is out of electric charge. Oh dear, that doesn't matter. Greetings from South Africa. Hello, Rush. Welcome to the stream. People who aren't used to hot climates laugh in 40 degrees summers. Yeah, no, like 28 is kind of the max that we get over in the UK, and that's kind of, I feel like it's about 27 outside at the moment, and it is warm. It is really warm. I'm not used to this in the slightest. So tracking station is going to be completed. Batteries have recharged. Fabulous. I don't need to know that. Come on, I want to warp this to complete. We want to get a launch done as soon as we start this stream. Really, that would be really nice. New guy, in the Alps, there was snow about a week ago. I live at about 1,500 meters. I suppose if you live in the Alps, well, that is a rather large mountain range, so I imagine that is a little bit colder, but I don't know. Same dilemma here. I don't know what that was about, but what we're going to do is we are going to roll this out to the launch pad. We're going to get oh dear, that's because it's the wrong one. We need to use this new upgraded one, the 150-ton launch pad. Yep, we're going to roll that out, and hopefully we are going to return this from low Earth orbit and get a whole load of funds. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fast forward so that this is a daytime launch, because it would be nice to... Alright, we're going to try that again. I accidentally fast forwarded far too forward there. I want a daytime launch. It's always nice to launch in the day. It means we can see everything. There we go. Cool. Launch. And it's going to be a loading screen, so I'll come along and check with chat. We're lucky everyone here has ACs, because otherwise we would all melt. I do not have air conditioning anywhere in my house. In fact, it's very unusual for anywhere in the UK to have air conditioning. So it is, yeah, no, I've got a fan in here with me. A ginormous, like, industrial-sized fan. But I'm not going to be using that, because obviously you'll get a lot of blowing in the mic and it will sound terrible. So I'm gonna have to suffer through this heat wave that we have at the moment, and you'll probably see me getting more and more exasperated as I get warmer and warmer over the course of this stream. Anyway, so yeah, we are on the launch pad now. We have this little thing that I put together at the end of the last stream, and what we're going to do is we can engage autopilot. This thing should hopefully make it all the way up to orbit with no problems if I just hit this button here and press spacebar, which is absolutely fabulous. I'm very, very excited that I can finally do this. What we're going to do is we are going to make sure that we are running everything that we can. So, I mean, we might as well get the telemetry analysis and magnetic scans and all of that ready to go, and there we go. That's good. And so this is going to be the first launch of the I honestly can't remember what this rocket is called, but we are going to Kanasa, you have OnlyFans. I have OnlyFans in here. Yes, I am cooling myself down with OnlyFans. That seems a bit different. That seems, you'd expect to be kind of like, I don't know, heating up with OnlyFans. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go down that route. I'm not going to go down that route. Anyway, so we are going to launch this. It is, I don't actually know what the date is. Let's get Kerbal alarm clock up. It is the 22nd of August, 1955, and we are going to attempt to send a small animal to space and hopefully return it. So with that being all said and done, in 3, 2, and 1... there we go, the LR-89s and the LR-105 have fired up, and is it going to release from the launch clamp? Yes, and we are going to very, very slowly begin making our way up to space. What is the thrust-to-weight ratio on this? 1.26, which honestly isn't too bad. How do you have so many points? So many points? So what do you mean so many points? Is that rune? Rune? What is rune? What is rune? There was something I was going to say. Oh, yeah. So obviously, I built this at the end of my last stream, which was on Sunday. And I think at the end of my last stream as well, I hit 5k subs as well, which is absolutely fantastic. I wanted to hit 5k subs before tomorrow, because tomorrow is the year anniversary of my first ever upload. And I hit it like four-ish days early, which was really, really nice. So thank you everyone for subbing to this channel, coming along, chilling out in the live chat, and thank you Nuke Guy for the donation as well, the 25 Rona. I think everyone should probably like the video in honor of Sonot. Yeah, I believe Sonot the hero type is actually at work at the moment, so unfortunately I don't think he's going to be here today spamming in the chat, shouting about liking the video, smashing that like button and all of that. No, he is at work. He is obviously in, what is it, Western US time, which is, I think that's what, 8 hours behind me, so I can't do the maths in my head at the moment. It's just turned 6 p.m. here, but it's, yeah, so it must be, what, about like 10 where he's from? I'm not entirely sure. Everyone sub to his channel. Thank you for the sub recommendations as well. Yes, obviously this past week it's been a pretty amazing week for my channel all in. It's just like the amount of views and stuff that I have over the weekend. It was insane, and yeah, I'm really, really happy with how everything's going on. So yeah, and I have obviously all of you guys to thank for it. So thank you for coming along and watching me faff about in Realism Overhaul and just mess about, really. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. And I think what I'm gonna do is, because this is gonna be a really long, slow, boring ascent, I'm hoping I can physical time warp this. And now this is one thing that I've noticed with Waterfall that I think is superior to Real Plume. When you physical time warp with Real Plume, the plumes go all janky and they look a bit funny and they look a bit weird and it looks disgusting. But however, when you physical time warp with Waterfall, it doesn't look half bad, which is, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And it means through launches like this, well, I can just physical time warp and we're not going to have any kind of weird graphical issues as well, which is, it's always nice to see that. I'll be able to see the slightest bit of the moon over the sun. Are you talking about the solar eclipse that is happening tomorrow? So I looked it up, and apparently I am not going to get an awful lot of solar eclipse, unfortunately. I think the moon will just about cover the sun for me, which is a bit of a shame, but oh well. So we are above the Kármán line now with this. We haven't had a failure on this rocket. We're going to have 316 meters per second of delta V left on this as well, which is, of course, very nice. And yeah, everything looks like it is going according to plan. We're going to get to 160 kilometers. Then on the payload, what we've got is we've got a biological return capsule. We've got, well, the sample capsule. We've got a biological experiment, a couple of solar panels. That is some procedural avionics. And yeah, this thing in a solid rocket motor on the strapped to the end. And what we're going to do is we're going to use that to hopefully return to Earth. Maybe. We'll see how it goes. My channel is just 6 months old. Yes or no? My channel, I think I started my channel on the 3rd of May last year, but I didn't start uploading until the 10th of June. So it's been a while. Ah, hello. You bringing me drinks? It's really warm already.
I was in the car, and I was just like, oh, it's proper boiling, I knew my sun is. And I was looking, I was thinking,
like, where are my sunglasses? Where are they? No, I stole them. So Alice has just got back from the shop and she's brought me a drink, which is very nice. And it's cold. Oh, it's cold. That's glorious.
I've got to put the other one in the fridge so that, like, when you finish, it will be, like, cold for the next time.
Okay, thank you.
I'm nice to you, aren't I?
You are nice. So the first thing I watched from your channel was Kerbal Gets Real. I managed to finish it watching All the Next Millennia, and I'm watching Coming Home. Crazy content, keep on with it. So Kerbal Gets Real was the first kind of series that I did. I did a RimWorld series to begin with, but no one watched that. But no, Kerbal Gets Real did quite well, and I think I started that July last year. Anyway, we made it to orbit. Made it to orbit with 350 meters per second of delta V to spare. Nothing went wrong as far as I can tell. And yeah, so now what we can do is we can start doing this, and we can start getting some data from this biological capsule. And I think in order to save on as much electric charge as I possibly can, what I am going to do is I'm going to sort out the staging here. We're going to go for that like that, and then we'll go for that like that. There we go. And yeah, we will decouple this. There we go. Avionics, insufficient avionics, but I knew that was going to happen. So as soon as we decouple this stage, the avionics should hopefully work again. And I think, let's have a look. We've got 2 days worth of electric charge, so we might as well run this for as long as we possibly can. Animal testing is bad, yo. Probe getting low. Oops. No, that's just the probe that's followed behind us. This massive core stage that we are just going to leave in orbit. Yes, and we do have some RCS on here, so there is some RCS configured into this capsule, so we will be able to turn this and point this. I believe I'll probably need to point it prograde in order for this to work. Kanasa, I watch the streams for the wholesome marriage content. Amazing. Yes, me and Alistair, we get on most of the time. I mean, if you watched some of the streams where I was trying to teach her how to play Kerbal Space Program, that may have been a little bit different. So let's just try and fast forward this as much as possible. Yeah, I want to get this done. I want this to... Let's have a look. We've still got 21 hours worth. So I think, yeah, we'll do this. We're going to zoom ahead. I think if... Oh, no, I don't like that. If I just select the Earth, there we go. That's looking a lot better. Cool, look at all of the satellites I've got around Earth already. We're only in 1955, and we have already polluted low Earth orbit with quite a considerable amount of junk. Anyway, I need to make sure that this isn't going to run out. We're going to run this for maybe a couple of days. If we stay in orbit a couple of days, that should be good. Kanasa, I'm back. Welcome back, HexusBG. Welcome to the stream. And we've got about a day left of electric charge on here. Have we completed this experiment? We have. The advanced biological capsule has been finished, and we are here. So I think what we will do is we will slow this down now, and I am going to transfer the data from there into here. There we go. And I think that is that everything? Is that everything? Data. We've got the biological sample in there. Yes, we do. And we've got magnetic scan data in here as well. That's fine. That's all we want. That is perfect. So what we can do is, with a little bit of luck, if I do this, oops, we went that way. Yes, okay. So now I want to point prograde, I believe. So if I turn the RCS on here, like so, there we go. Fabulous. Now what we're going to do is we are going to fire this up. And, oh dear, But we're returning. We're going to be returning to Earth. There we go. Our periaps is 333,000 meters, minus 333,000 meters even. So hopefully, as soon as we return this, we should, with a little bit of luck, if I get rid of this, there we go, return home safely. Perfect. Now all we need to do is make sure that the parachutes are armed. So we will arm those parachutes, and we're just going to watch this descend through the atmosphere. Oh dear, we're running out of power. That's why I wanted to arm the parachutes then, because I had a feeling we might run out of electric charge on our way down. So if I've armed them before, that means that we're not going to have to worry about that. They will deploy as and when they should do. So let's just follow this, hopefully, where we're going to bring it safely down. Although, that being said, now that we've run out of electric charge, oh dear, we are going the wrong way. Ah, the heat shield ideally will be pointing that way. Well, with a little bit of luck, this will flip itself around the right way, and we shouldn't have any upsets. I don't know, there's absolutely no ablator on this stage, so it needs to be pointing this way. Maybe I should have... Oh, come on. I think we're going to be going down the wrong way. This is less than ideal. We'll see. I'm going to 4 times time warp through this anyway and see what happens. Kanasa, the only thing that I didn't like is that you destroyed everything at the end of Kerbal Gets Real and started again with Next Millennia instead of continue what you already built. So the reason why I did that is because everything in that save was running so incredibly badly by the time that I got to the end of that save that I thought, you know what, I'm just going to absolutely get rid of everything and then we'll start again. Come on, flip around that way. Yes, yes, you are going the right way. We should be good. As long, yeah, no, I think we're going to come down at the right angle. We should be pointing retro as we're coming down. What's up, Karnasa? Precast Crano 2, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Rip capsule. No, I believe this capsule will be fine. It's kind of righting itself in the right position now. We are using some of that ablator already, but this bit does seem to be protected. That is very important that that section is going to be protected because that is where our parachute is. But we are returning through Earth's atmosphere now. We're at 80,000 meters and coming down rather hot, and we should be fine. This should be absolutely fine. And I am really hoping that when we return this, it will not sink through the ocean because we've put a biological sample in there. We've put the dog or the monkey, Leica or whatever we want. We've put that inside this capsule. It's now going to be creeping up the G-forces. Hopefully, because it is a little bit heavier, it won't sink, but I don't know. So, Kanaso, what rocket was the one when you launched into... What rocket was that one when you launched it into orbit? The rocket that I just launched this from. So that was the rocket that I designed at the end of the last stream, was what launched this into orbit. There we go. We have made it through Earth's atmosphere, and we are coming down now, only at about 1,000 meters per second, and we should slow down quite quickly. Hello, Floatsy. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. When did I start playing RSS-RO? I first started playing RSS-RO, I think, in about 2018, 2019. I can't actually remember. I think it was probably about 2018, in the summer of 2018. Or it might have been, no, it was 2019, and I remember the reason why it was the anniversary of Apollo 11 that was coming up, and I remember trying to land on the moon before that anniversary, and I completely failed. I didn't get anywhere near where I should have done. I think I did it about a month after the anniversary, and it was, yeah, but still, it kind of, it was, there we go, parachute has gone. But yeah, no, that's how I know when I started playing it. Parachute has deployed, and we should be slowing down very, very quickly now. Let's hope the doggo is not that fat. What doggo? What doggo are you talking about? Karnasa doesn't need a Q&A series. Every stream is his Q&A series. Basically, yeah, well, that's the whole point of streaming, isn't it? Like, I am going to talk about what's going on screen, obviously, but I'm also going to look over at the chat and see what people are saying, and if anyone asks me any questions, I do try and answer them. So, sometimes I'm not going to be able to answer absolutely everything that's sent at me, and I do go back through my streams and look and see if there's anything like major that I've missed in the chat. And I know one thing that I did on the last stream for this that I did is someone kept saying upgrade your service modules on the avionics. I couldn't then, and the reason why I couldn't is because I've not actually unlocked any further than Service Module 1 at the moment, so I can't upgrade those yet. But yeah, no, if there are, like, on my stream on Saturday, there was obviously like 150 people in the stream. If there's 150 people all talking, I may miss some comments. It's not that I'm ignoring you, but sometimes I'm just not going to be able to do that. But there we go. Reach orbital speed and return safely to Earth. We have done it, and that is going to give us an awful, awful lot of science, especially as we did the magnetometer on there as well. So now what we need to do is wait for this to stop moving. It needs to be below 0.3 meters per second. Oops, that's the wrong key. Why are we going even faster? What is going on with this? Please let me recover this, because there's going to be so much science in this that I really, really, really want to get. So there we go. Now I can recover this. Oh, normal recovery. Thank you, because that would have been very upsetting if that would have broke, because the sea was a little bit tumultuous. It was a little bit rough. The waves were a little bit big. But yes, no, I think I should get quite a bit of science from completing that. And now the reason why I wanted to do this, the EDL, before doing anything to do with the moon, is because I knew that I would get a lot of science from doing this. So there we go. We've got 81 whole science, which is going to be fabulous. That's going to give us another 4 upgrade points, which we are going to spend straight away on our science. We've got a whole load more money from doing that. And then what we can do is we can also come in here and we'll go for available, and we can pick that up again for a second time. We've got to have a perigee above 200,000 this time. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I think we can still do that. That should be okay. I see no reason why we can't achieve that goal with the rocket that we have designed. So first orbital flight crewed. Yep. We'll pick that up very soon. Hopefully. Maybe at some point on this stream. I don't know yet. We'll have to see. And yeah, we'll go into research and development and see what we can buy. So that's a lot of science. That is a lot of science for early RP1. We're going to be able to get a lot of stuff with that. I think the thing that I definitely want those. We want advanced avionics. That is something that will be very, very, very important to pick up. And now, I guess what we probably want to do is start working towards getting crew. I reckon crew is going to be the next important step. So I feel like we're going to need 1959 orbital rocketry. Definitely. That's one thing that we do want. Early flight control will be nice because it gives us a little bit more kind of options when it comes to RCS, and that could be useful for going to the moon and doing all stuff like that. So I am going to research that as well. And that leaves us with 24 science. And that unlocks me if I go for 1960 orbital rocketry, which I feel like this will be the one that I want to go for. That unlocks us the AJ10 series mid. Now that is going to be a very nice engine, because if we right click on this, well, it's got unlimited ignitions. So that's going to be a very, very useful thing to pick up. So we're going to research that. And there we go. And that is all of that 80 science all spent. We will probably get a bit more science as well from the next set of experiments that we set up. But for now, that is that done. So we're not going to be able to get the basic capsules yet. However, I imagine once we start doing lunar impactors and the like, well, we will be able to unlock kind of like the next series of technology that we do need. So there we go. We're going to leave the facility. What we're going to do is we are going to spam this contract as much as we can. So we'll duplicate another one of these. And I think we're going to spend another, maybe we'll go down to 300,000 or thereabouts, and we'll whack these all into the VAB. And we're finally above a single build point, which is nice. I hope you mean a manned Venus surface return. A manned Venus surface return? I'm not sure if we're going to be getting up to anything like that today. I mean, in this series, no, probably not even in the next millennium. I don't know. That's a very challenging proposition. So, unlimited power, indeed. Should I buy KSP on console or wait until I get a better PC? I don't know. I've never used KSP on console. I've played KSP on PC the entire time that I've had it. And I've just heard lots of bad things about the console edition, but if you've got a console and you've got no other way to play it, then maybe get it on the console, but I'm really not the person to ask because I've never played console KSP. Okay, so with that being done, these now only take about 2 months to produce, which is really, really nice. We're going to get some new technology in the next 80 days, which is going to be the next series of orbital rocketry, which that's going to be very nice. That's going to be very nice as well. And these are looking like they're going to take quite some time. So I do think maybe I do need to put some more upgrades into my research and development, or potentially even upgrade my R&D building, because that gives us a 25% research bonus rate, which is going to be really nice. Yeah, that's gonna be nice. I feel like that is definitely something that I do want to go for. I think I've got the only missions that I do need, and I reckon, yeah, 290,000. I think I want to. I kind of really am tempted to do that, and that gives us better. Yeah, we're doing it. We're doing it. There we go. And now that should bring. Oh, hang on. Why has that not? Oh, it's because it takes 170 days to build, obviously, so we're gonna have to wait for that to be built. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna warp this to complete, and we are going to try and get this done as well. And then I think once we've done these 3 contracts, what we need to look at is potentially going to the moon. I think that will be the next contract that we will try and do after this, and I think we will be utilizing this 1958 orbital rocketry in order to do that. So we're going to warp this to complete. NASA launching Doggo in space in 1955. Indeed we are. We've launched 2 dogs to space in 1955, and it's purely just because we want this, well, we want to get the contract. We don't actually need any science from this anymore. So what I might do on the last one, actually, I'm going to see. We might need to roll this back and make some edits. We'll see. But hopefully this will be able to achieve the contract parameters. So let's launch. It's a nice early morning on the 25th of October, 1955. And we're going to be launching yet another dog to space or something like that. Have you ever tried playing with Principia installed? No, I have not. I have never played with Principia. It is something that I do want to do at some point, and it is something that I probably will try and pick up over summer at some point. I've been putting it off recently just because, well, I've been doing my exams, so I've not really had the time to learn something completely new. Can I say a new webcam when? We want to see your face in 4K. Well, at the moment, I'm very warm and flustered, so I don't think it's a particularly appealing sight, but the new webcam, I've got no idea when I can afford one, essentially. So, yeah, I don't know when that will be, so we need to have this. Maybe we'll go for 210 by 210. I only had 300 meters per second of delta V left last time, so I'm not sure if this is going to be able to do it. Oh, that's close. That's really, really close. I can try that. 760. I like to have that above 800. Okay, that could be interesting. This might work. If we have any failure, then this is definitely 100% not going to work. But we're going to try this anyway, and we're going to go... Let's have a look. Destination. Let's see. Perigee above 200,000 meters. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do that. So in 3, 2, and 1, we're going to launch this, and hopefully... Oh dear, right, no. So I could be really cheeky now and roll this back, because we had performance loss on one of the engines, which will have meant that this didn't work at all. I could roll this back and probably get this rebuilt up, because it's still attached to the clamps, so I can recover to VAB and try and launch it again. Maybe I should do it. Yes, roll it back and let's fix it. Okay, well, that was the first comment that I saw, so we're going to go with that. We are going to try and roll this back and fix it. I'm taking these glasses off because they're making my head feel more cluttered. And it is very hot in here. Whew, it's very, very, very warm. I'm not sure if I am going to be able to stream for a full 4 hours today. We'll have to see. 69k. So we don't actually get any of these funds back because we have just rolled this back. And I think what I'm going to do for this last one, I will make some slight edits to this, because I imagine the next challenge, the next achievement for a suborbital, well, not even suborbital, an orbital return, I am going to need maybe something a little bit stronger, a little bit better than what we're doing. And in order to do that, well, I reckon we can maybe make a few slight edits to this and get rid of, say, some of this, and maybe we will whack a pair of those on there, which, to be honest, I'm not sure if I want to do this. EditorExtensionsRedux is doing me a little bit dirty there, so we're going to come away and we're going to do this. Maybe grab those, place those on there. And I don't think there's any other scientific experiments that I can run yet that I'm not already getting, so we're going to leave that. And what we can do is we can get rid of this, and then we'll just launch this, and this will work, potentially. The solar panels will probably burn off, but I'm not fussed about those. We probably could get away without even launching the solar panels, and that's going to give us a bit more, well, it won't weigh anywhere near as much. We've only got 41 minutes of electric charge on here, which is a little bit worrying, so I guess maybe what I could potentially do is just launch, say, this, and then we get a day. See, look, I can't upgrade to Surface Module 2, as I was talking about earlier on. So, yeah, we'll get a Science Core. That'll give us a day. How much does that weigh if I add that on? Not an awful lot, so I think we'll go for this. And we'll get rid of that. We'll throw that away. We don't need you anymore. And this will be the third one that we launch. And that should hopefully do us fine. So we're going to save the edits for that. And we're going to roll back the other one. And we're going to attempt to launch this. And this time, hopefully, with a little bit of luck, we're not going to have any failures. You mean, Kanasa, I got my first stream. Hello, Billy Eat. Welcome to the stream. Kanasa, put some radiators on yourself. You are overheating. I am. It's very, very warm in here. I've got a glass of water, which is it's probably going to turn to steam by the time I finish this stream. And I've also got a nice cold Mountain Dew as well, which has come straight from the fridge. Right, so we are going to warp to complete, get that all done. Nice, nice, nice. I'm here, yay, welcome. AXYZ Gaming, welcome to the stream. We're going to roll this out and try and get this launched up to low Earth orbit. So, Kanasa, yeah, Kanasa, hey Kanasa, it's AODBZ, I changed my YouTube name, do you remember me? I do remember that name definitely does ring a bell. I think I've said hello to you on quite a few streams before. Anyway, so we are going to launch this, and hopefully everything goes according to plan. 144p, why? It shouldn't be in 144p, the stream should be in 180p, it should be, I'm hoping it is. I've not actually checked the stream on my phone though, so I might be wrong. I might have done some kind of weird thing with OBS and wrecked everything. Let's yeet the craft into orbit. Oh dear, it has started rather high up on the launch pad. It's always rather amusing when it does this. I don't know why, but look at that. That's just a little bit silly, but we're going to go for 210 by 210 again, 760. Once again, that's a little bit tight for what I would like, but we're going to try. And in 3, 2, and 1, we are going to attempt to launch this for the second launch of today. And here we go. We've had no performance loss yet, but it very well could happen at some point during this launch. So the mean time between failure on these at the moment is 20 minutes, which really isn't too bad. We're only going to be burning these for just over 2 minutes. Their mean time between failure is about 10 minutes, which is pretty nice. And yeah, the burn time for this is over 5 minutes, 330 seconds, so 5 minutes and 30 seconds. So hopefully we shouldn't suffer a failure on this, but you never know. I've been known to be wrong before. I've been known to be wrong quite a few times. So, go for a sec, my internet broke. Yeet the doggo, indeed. We are going to be yeeting the doggo. Kanasa, hoped everything would go fine. Unfortunately, nothing goes right. That seems to be, well, that could potentially be a tagline for one of these streams. Hope everything goes fine. Everything ends up in explosions. Nothing ever goes right, ever. But we are on our way to orbit, and what we're going to do is we are going to physical time warp through this because, well, I am no longer in control. Look, ma, no hands. I'm not controlling this because we do have Ascent Guidance doing all of this for us. Obviously, in the last few streams of this series that I have done, I have been using Smart ASS to get me up to orbit. But now, I don't need to do that anymore. So I'm going to be letting MechJeb Ascent Guidance do all of these launches. And it means that I can sit back, relax, get myself a nice cup of Mountain Dew that almost went down. Oh, oh no! There we go. Well, rip, that's not getting to orbit today. Well, there we go. Oops. I mean, we could potentially still recover this if we sort this staging out. We're going to disengage autopilot. We can still recover the top stage, I reckon. So we yeet that stage away. We're going to turn the RCS on. If I can right-click this, there we go. Let's get the RCS turned on, and we want to go retrograde, something like this. And then hopefully we will be able to recover this safely. However, we did not achieve the contract, which is a little bit of a shame. We're going to arm that parachute. Are you going to be able to stick yourself retro, or are you spinning too dramatically? There really isn't a lot of RCS fuel in here. You can see we are burning through this nitrogen very, very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. And I think what we're going to do, we're only moving 2,815 meters per second, so I guess we'll just let the parachute do its job, and we should hopefully at least get a little bit of funding back from returning this capsule and the solid rocket booster that is attached on top. Kanasa, what is happening? Well, unfortunately, the rocket decided to break one of the LR-89s on the boosters. It had a permanent shutdown. Test light came along and said, nope, you are not making it to orbit today. No, this is going to be a failure, and it caused the entire thing to have a bit of a rapid, unplanned disassembly whilst we were still trying to achieve orbit, which is always a bit of a shame, but we are going to be able to safely recover this capsule anyway, which will give us a little bit of funding. We also might gain a bit of science from returning something from a suborbital hop, but I feel like I've probably exhausted my science there already, so we'll have to see. And this is going to be a real long time whilst we wait for this to gracefully return to the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Starship Simulator, and the crew was a doggo. Oh yeah, that poor dog. I think that poor dog might no longer exist. Well, it was attached to this stage. We didn't transfer it across to here, so unfortunately, the doggo didn't make it back. Very much like Laika. I think, yeah, Laika, I believe, from what was announced a few years back, she didn't even make it to orbit, did she? I think she died before she even got to orbit, but I can't remember what the results were. I remember reading into it when I was doing Kerbal Gets Real and reading up about that mission and all of that, but I'm not entirely sure. I have to pay respects indeed for the dead, the brave doggo that did give their life for the betterment of humanity and all of that. Unfortunately, today it didn't make it to space, and yeah, well, we're just bringing down a capsule. There we go, 19.5 kilometers away. The rest of the spacecraft is going to come crashing down into the ocean. I just joined. What's going on? What is going on? To be honest, that is a question I'm not sure I can really answer most of the time. But, well, we're bringing this capsule down. There we go. Successful splashdown in the Atlantic Ocean. We're moving 2 meters a second. I need this to be 0.3 or below in order to recover this. So this is always fun. There we go. Now we can recover that. So what I like to do there is I like to activate Time Warp, because that will kill it dead, rather than going recover vessel and then having to click here. I find it's a lot better way of being able to do that. So I guess that probably came back. The reason why that happened is almost certainly because I decided to roll it back and then roll it back out to the launch pad. I shouldn't have tried to cheese the system that way, I guess, and I am paying for my mistakes. Off topic, I just ate food called tartar, which is a mix of raw chopped cow meat with chopped onion, salt, and pepper, and it's delicious. That does actually sound all right. I imagine. It makes me think of tartar sauce, though, which is obviously the sauce that you eat with fish. I do like tartar sauce. It's very nice, but only with fish, not with anything else. That would be crazy if you ate that with anything else. So we are going to duplicate animal testing is bad, yo. I think this is number 3, so we will rename this to 3. Yeah, we'll save that up, and this is going to be number 4. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oops, well, we're going to interrupt this with a little bit of a trip to the vehicle assembly building by accident. Oh dear. Kanasa, have you ever launched a Soyuz? I have not. I've never even used the RD engines in any Realism Overhaul career, really, so yeah, no, it's not something that I've done. So, yeah, okay, that's fine. Have I unlocked the new engines yet, though? I'm not sure if I have. Can I upgrade these? Nope, not quite. So this was a complete waste of time coming in there. Kanasa, how did you start with RP-1 RSS and RO? Because I wanted to play it in 1.8.1, and I can't work with avionics because it stretches the avionics module. I'm not entirely sure what you mean there. So you have to stretch the avionics module in order to kind of like fit the avionics within the avionics. Early game avionics are terrible, and they need to be really large. They do get better very quickly, and obviously I'm researching technology at the moment, basic avionics and probes over there, in order to make my avionics slightly better. But yeah, no, the early game avionics are awful, and they're really, really not very good. So what we're going to do is we are going to warp to complete. Yep, and we're going to warp this to complete, and we're going to try and launch Animal Testing is Bad, yo, number 3. Hopefully that will get us somewhere rather nice. Hopefully it doesn't fail. Come on, let me warp to complete. Warp to complete. I don't want to be sat around doing nothing. We want to launch. Why do you keep cutting out? Is Kerbalism stopping me? I should really disable that, but no, we're not going to do that today. There we go. Now we can roll that out, and we will warp that to complete. The superior Soviet rocket. Oh, this was launched on that abomination built last live stream. Yes, indeed it was, and we're going to launch yet another one of those, and I imagine, I don't know, I might go in and make a few slight adjustments, make a few edits to this launch vehicle when we unlock the actual Atlas engines, which we just have, to be honest. And now that I've unlocked those, I might be able to go for the moon, go for a lunar impact. So that's something else that I do want to do, and I want to have a look into doing. So yeah, I think when we go into the vehicle assembly building next, we will look at designing a mission that hopefully will impact on the surface of the moon, leave a bit of a dent in the surface, maybe change its orbit ever so slightly. But there we go. Look, this is the abomination, the big chungoid, or whatever it was called, the chungoid super heavy, I think it was. Capable of getting 0.4 tons to low Earth orbit. It really doesn't deserve the name super heavy. So, yep, this is all fine. 210, yep, that all looks good. What we're going to do is we are going to engage autopilot. That is incorrect. We want those to go there. And that's giving us 852. So this should hopefully easily achieve this target periaps and apoaps, which is exactly what we wanted to do. So in 3, 2, and 1, we are going to fire up the Chungoid Super Heavy, and we are hopefully this time going to be on our way to space. Kanasa, have you watched Markiplier KSP series? No, I have not. I didn't realize he did a KSP series. I've watched quite a few Markiplier videos, but I've never watched his KSP series. I didn't even realize that was a thing. I've watched a lot of his You Laugh, You Lose videos, because whenever I get drunk, that's always what my friends decide to put on, and to be honest, it is very funny. Yeet the Doggo 4, yes! Tesla 2.0 Yeet Doggo has been yeeted to death. Actually, this time, we don't have a doggo on here. We just have a magnetometer, I believe. If we have a look at the auto, we have we have one magnetometer, which I guess we could start running as soon as possible, although it doesn't look like we're going to get an awful lot of data from that at the moment, but we are going to be trying as hard as we can anyway, and hopefully we'll get a bit of science from this with another return of a vehicle from low Earth orbit. But I feel like the way that I'm going to be really harvesting science next will definitely be when I start going to the moon. Kanasa, a lot of popular YouTubers such as Blitz are now doing KSP, which is weird, like loads of them are. I don't actually know who Blitz is. I'm not really... I mean, I know a lot of the bigger YouTubers, but there's, I don't know, I feel like I probably don't watch a lot of the popular YouTube stuff. Oh no, dead doggo today. Looks like USSR. Indeed, this is the R7-less. It is an Atlas. It's an Atlas configuration. We have 2 LR89 boosters on the side, and we have a core stage, which is an LR105. However, it does look a lot like it has been dreamed and conceived within the Soviet Union due to the color scheme and the boosters that are on the side, hence the R7-less, a mix between the R7 and the Atlas launch vehicle. No doggo equals good rocket. Yes, we are not going to be sending any dogs to their demise today. No, we are going to hopefully just send up this magnetometer, gain a little bit of science, and then return it back safely to Earth. So they play KSP, but it's difficult to watch because they don't know how space works. That's one thing, right? I really don't really like... one thing, yeah. I'm trying to kind of figure out a sentence in my head what I want to say. I don't really like blind plays of games, especially games like KSP, when you kind of get frustrated and you're there and you're just like, why aren't you doing this? It's so simple. You should be doing this. And I get frustrated, and I don't really like videos like that. So I think if Markiplier, like, I've watched Markiplier play Minecraft before, and I'm by no means very good at Minecraft. I know what I'm doing, and I know, like, crafting recipes, and I know how to do certain things, but I'm not brilliant at it. But even watching Markiplier play Minecraft, I was getting really frustrated, thinking like, come on, man, like, an enchanting table needs to go around, like, the books need to go around the enchanting table to give you better enchant. It was really frustrating. So I don't really like blind plays in that sort of way. I feel you. Yay, no Rud today. We've still got an additional 136 seconds, so still 2 minutes of burn time on this, where there very well could be a failure. I'm really hoping there's not going to be, but we'll see. Have you seen Matt Lown? Of course I've seen Matt Lown. Yes, I have seen Matt Lown. I've seen Matt Lown's videos. I've watched quite a few of Matt Lown's videos, I think. I've not watched anything recently. But that's because most of the time, when I've got any free time, I'm away making my own videos. Yay, Karnasa plays RSS again. Woohoo! Yes, Grunthworks. There was something that you asked in the last stream that I saw. So I was talking earlier on. I go back through my streams, I check the chat, see if there's anything important. And I think, I remember what it was. It was a general, do I have a generic checklist for launch vehicles, I believe is what you asked. And I was trying to think what I basically do. And essentially, I suppose I could go very briefly into it now. I have a tank at the top, which I fill with the amount of payload that I want to get up to low Earth orbit. Then I work around that, try and get my vehicle up to 9,400 meters per second. Then you've got kind of things, what do you need to remember? You need to remember ullage, RCS, and, well, you don't, not necessarily even RCS, you need ullage. Ullage is always going to be important because you are going to want to ensure that you ullage your stages, otherwise you're going to be very sad. What else was there? Avionics. Avionics are always important. Making sure that you've got the right set of avionics, like deep space or near Earth, and making sure that you have the correct tonnage applied. I will be probably designing maybe an adapted launch vehicle later on in the stream as well, because, to be honest, this isn't going to last a particularly long time, this launch vehicle, and I do want some additional ones. Jebediah flying a rocket. Alasea, do you want a cookie? Kanasa, how do you think you should spend R&D and VAB funds in early game RP1? I think I usually go for about a 1-to-1 ratio until I kind of hit this stage. And then usually what I do is I go for whatever I want to spend my money on. That goes on the VAB, and then any tech, any points that I get from science, that goes on the R&D. But to be honest, a lot of it, for me, it's just kind of like looking at it and thinking, I need more points in the VAB right now in order to get more stuff produced. And it's kind of just like adapting to what you want at the time, but that's probably not the most efficient way of doing it. There are probably, I know that, I think someone, oh, who was it? Someone did a guide. Someone put a spreadsheet up that was on Reddit not that long ago, and it was basically kind of like a guide on how to, on how to, like, put your points in the most efficient way possible. But anyway, we made it to space. We've got 1 hour and 51 minutes of electric charge left on this. So I think what we will do is we'll wait until we get round to this kind of area of Earth. And yeah, somewhere like this. Then we're going to stage. And actually, did we gain any oh no, we can't stage at the moment because we've got no connection. Oops, oh dear. No thanks, I'm getting fat now, oh dear. And antennas. So with avionics, with real antenna, you will always have a antenna in avionics if you're playing with real antenna, which is the recommended mod for communication with RSS and RO. So you can see we've got an antenna on here for early game. So it's real antenna. I could go a lot into real antenna, but for early game, usually you're fine just leaving the one that is already present in the avionics there, and not needing to worry about it. It'll be fine. That's absolutely fine. Yeah, you don't need to worry about that at all. Even this, I think, has a real antenna in it as well. So yeah, look, it's got real antenna. Anything that has kind of like a command module will have a real antenna config to it. If you want, I've done a real antenna tutorial as well, which kind of goes into communications a bit more in depth than what I'm describing now. Anyway, we are going to try and wait until we get communication again. Hopefully that should be some point soon. Talking of antennas, there we go. We've got communication, so we can do this, and we still can't control this, which is a little bit of a shame, but what we can do is just do this. That's mainly just for extra battery life. 10 hours of battery life on this at the moment. Yeah, we are going to... I'm going to turn the RCS on just in preparation, and we're going to fire this. We are going to point prograde, and we're going to fire this up and hopefully return to Earth and fulfill this contract. Right, there we go. Let's fire that up. There we go. We are on our way back, and we're going to make this retro, and hopefully we should return safely. Are we out of nitrogen already? No, we're not. We're good. So NASA can build a O'Neill cylinder station. That would be... O'Neill, is that the O'Neill cylinder? Is that the giant cylinder where, like, obviously everyone lives on the outside because of the forces, centrifugal forces pushing everyone to the outside? Is that what the O'Neill cylinder is? I can't actually remember from the top of my head. Wanna name one of these missions after my dead dog? That's a bit dark. I'm sorry about your dog, man. That's a real shame to hear. But if you want, I could name a mission if that would make you happy. Next target, build an ISS. An ISS in 1955, that is crazy talk. So we're going to wait for this to come down. See, oh, we've got an hour. We've got an hour of electric charge on this. Oh, I forgot to arm the parachute. That would be a really nice thing to do so that we can actually deploy the parachute. Yes, with a sun pipe in the middle. RCS is really a necessity in RSSRO. In stock KSP, the reaction wheels are completely overpowered. Yes, RCS is very, very crucial. Nothing, I think, up until you get later on in an RP-1 career, even has reaction wheels in it. Like, this is being controlled completely by the RCS that's on this. We don't have a reaction wheel or anything like that in here. No, we are completely reliant upon the RCS in this stage, and hopefully that does mean we are going to be able to stick this retrograde and land in this ocean. But I feel like these solar panels are definitely going to burn off. NASA, next send the shuttle to the moon. That is something, I mean, for all mankind, eh? I don't know if I'll send a shuttle to the moon. It might be something that I do in the next millennium, maybe do a shuttle-esque kind of design that can go to and from the moon, but it would require refueling in low Earth orbit. And the problem is sending a shuttle to the moon. It's going to take It takes a lot of delta V to get to the moon, and then you need to go to the moon and capture, and then you need to return to Earth and capture, rather than using Earth's atmosphere to slow down, because none of the space shuttle parts in RO are able to withstand lunar rated re-entry, so you're going to have to spend about 8,000 meters per second of delta V doing that before you even attempt to re-enter Earth, which is a lot. So doing a space shuttle to the moon doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's cool, so I might do it at some point, but yeah, it's very expensive. Anyway, Mike Starcorp, thank you for the... I'm not sure what currency that is, but thank you for the 10 donation, giving you my permit to send my doggo, Siri, to space. Okay, okay, we will send Siri to space. We will send Siri to space. I think if you want an astronaut named after Siri to space, we can definitely do that in this series. Land the ISS on Pluto. Now that's a long way for the ISS to go. About Zvounds. So Kanasa, are you still going to make those RP-1 tutorial videos? By the way, I found the spreadsheet you talked about. I am going to hopefully make some RP-1 tutorial videos, and I said at the beginning of this series, at the beginning when I started this live stream series, what? Oh, hello. I'm hoping that's just the solar panels. It is. That's fine. This was planned. This was... We took this into account when we designed this capsule to return. No, things were going to burn off. Yeah, no, I want to do this early RP-1 career because a lot of what I want to talk about in, say, those tutorials, I need to refresh my memory, which is why I'm doing this now, so I can remember everything that I need, because I don't want to do a tutorial and get something wrong, and and then, like, yeah, that would be bad. Releasing a tutorial with incorrect information is never a good thing. It looks badly. It looks hastily over at my 3,000 kilometers downrange tutorial that I did a while ago. Yep, that had some incorrect information in it because in a recent-ish update to RO and RP-1, they decided that you needed avionics on the first stage for that to complete that contract, and I just did the traditional, old standard, unguided rocket, which is what everyone always used to do, and then no, they changed the contract requirements, but it was a quick edit, and I re-uploaded that video shortly afterwards. Kanasa, will you again name astronauts after viewers? I will, almost certainly. I will probably name some astronauts after viewers, but with the donation there, I feel like that takes precedence. So if Mike Starcorp wants a name on this stream when we get to sending astronauts back into space, hopefully we might be able to see that in the stream. I don't know. I've got probably like at max another 3 hours that I'll be streaming this, so we'll see how far we get. We might be able to get to that kind of stage. But yeah, no, I will name, and I'll probably just say, like, cast your votes now! Do it if you want an astronaut named after yourself, and then we will do that. But here we go, we are just coming down now. This is really long and slow, these descents. So next Stratton's Billets video confirmed. Didn't he just upload a video? Like, not that long ago. I know he did the Dries Canyon. There's one, I can't remember what it was. There was one that he did fairly recently. I can't remember what it was though. The tutorial would help a lot. I don't know how to start playing RP-1. Essentially, that's like, if you want to watch a full RP-1 career with no breaks, no interrupts, and someone talking about it the entire way through, that is what these live streams are. I am doing everything on a live stream for this. I have not done anything off camera for this series. I have literally played this game on these streams and left it at that. I'm not doing anything elsewhere. So Kanasa, and how will you get an astronaut after yourself? Sorry if I'm annoying. And how will you get an astronaut? Well, if you want an astronaut name. Usually what I did before, I said like first 3 people in the stream chat, go! And the first 4 people that said their name were the first 4 astronauts in this series. And I think that was N9. It was E-Gaming, Speedy, and I can't remember the last person. Chill music though. I can't remember the last person that it was. Oops. Anyway, it was a while ago. Hey, did that huge rocket. Oh, the like billion-ton video. No. Yes, that was his most recent one. Right, so we are. There we go, we can recover this, and hopefully that should have completed us the contract. Yes, we've done it. It has been achieved, so we can do a normal recovery and get us some more funds. Okay, I'm ready for this. What are you ready for, Flozy? I think now what we'll probably be doing is going to the vehicle assembly building and doing a little bit of work on our next class of orbital vehicle. It would be nice if I had better avionics, but unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to get those yet. Okay, yep, that's cool. We got a load of funds. We got 12 more science, which I don't think is going to be enough to buy anything new. No, we can't go for those. Human-rated EDL is going to be a little bit off yet as well. We could go for high-speed flight, but to be honest, I'm done with planes for now. I'm not going to bother with planes for a while. So yeah, no, we're done with all of that. Okay, so vessels, we've got another one of those coming in. Fine, I'm going to go to mission control, and that's extreme. Oh wow, that is certainly an interesting orbit. I think I might be able to achieve that with what we've got at the moment. Potentially. Maybe. That is an extreme orbit though. Return home safely. Yeah, we should be able to do that with what we've got. I might as well pick it up anyway, because that's another 200,000 funds that we can use. And we're probably also getting to a point where we can start thinking about geostationary. We can definitely start thinking about doing some lunar impactors and stuff like that. But that's what we're going to do. And we are going to... I'm going to let that build up, I reckon. We'll come into the vehicle assembly building and start working on some stuff. Don't mind this. Okay, don't mind this. This will kill the doggos, so it's perfect. No, we don't want to be killing any doggos. We don't want to be doing that. We want to make sure that all of our missions are completely successful. So greetings all. I find stock as complicated as it is, but KSP RO is chill to watch. I'm not sure if my live streams are particularly chill. I don't know. Usually I'm quite abrasive in your face. Lots of talking, fast talking, words coming at you at supersonic speeds, those kind of things. And yeah. Anyway, so what we can do is we can upgrade all of these. So if I go into Engine, we can buy these. So that's going to cost 28,000. That will give us quite a bit of a better thrust. Well, look at the thrust goes up by about 100 and something kilonewtons, and we also gain specific impulse, so that is like a no-brainer. We are going to do that. The failure rate is quite high though, which is obviously not ideal. That's going to cost 2,500. What's the thrust like on that? The thrust stays roughly the same, but we also get a bit better specific impulse, a little bit more thrust anyway. So these engines burn for 135 seconds. They are currently burning for more than that. That's interesting. How has that come about? Right, so if I say get rid of that there, that's 150. Interesting. That's not supposed to be that much. We want that to about there. If we go for like 135, we'll probably overburn it a little bit. And actually, no, I'm going to take those off. Now, this can burn for 330 seconds, so we can sit... Oh, no, that's fine. I was like, did I not upgrade the tank then? And I was like, oh, no, it's fine. It's an integral tank, so I did not upgrade that. But what we want to do is... Why is my fuel not coming up? Oh, it's over there. Weird that it's up there rather than down there, but we'll go with it. So this needs to be 330 seconds. So we'll go up to about there, 333 seconds. There we go. That's looking good. And what we can do is we can just get a couple of these on the side. Hopefully that doesn't push us above the 150 tons. No, it does not. And that gives us 10,350 with this tiny payload. So what I'm going to do is I am going to probably... I can't remember what this was called. What was it? Let's go in and have a look. It was the Chungoid Super Heavy. There we go. So we're going to do... there we go. Come on. Let me type. There we go. Chungoid Super Heavy Block 2. There we go. That's fine. So yeah, we're just upgrading this. Still working on this ugly thing. We've flown it like 3 times and it has been relatively successful. However, now what I want to do is see exactly how much we can get us up to low Earth orbit. And then with that, I might be able to do a little bit of magic and maybe get over to the moon. So yes, we want that, and we're going to fill this up with lead. If I go into the tank UI, come down to lead ballast, we'll whack that in there. Now we've only got 7,726, so let's just get this until it gets to 9,400. Unfortunately, that does not appear to be working, so I guess we'll do that, and that. 9,880. Oh, that's good. If I take that off. Wait, really? Can we really get this much up to low Earth orbit? That would be insane. I'm a bit confused because I don't think that we're going to be should be getting this much to low Earth orbit. Oh, there we go, yeah. That's gone down dramatically. So what are you building, Carnasa? Hello, Nicole Webster. We are just working on the Block 2 of the Chungoid Super Heavy. The most disgusting name in the history of space rockets. Yes, I messed this up, and that is why this isn't working properly. So I need to make this, I need to get that to 9,400 or thereabouts, and that should be where we want to be. Come on, let me get the length down. 9,400. How much are we going to be able to get up to orbit with this? That's probably fine. Now what I can do is I can remove that. We can probably push a ton. Ooh, that's going to be close. How many stages is this rocket going to have? This rocket has a stage. It's a 1.5 stage design. It is basically an Atlas. So we fire all 3 of these up, the boosters separate, and then, yeah, that's it. Oops, that's it, basically. So we've got a ton. We can launch a ton to low Earth orbit, or thereabouts at the moment. Okay, so with that in mind, what I can do is I'm going to save this, and actually I'm going to grab this to a new sub-assembly, and I'll save it as a ton. It's not quite a ton, but you know, it's close enough. 1 ton. Oh wait, no, it's the Chungoid Super Heavy Block 2, isn't it? That's what it is. Super Heavy Block 2. And this is 1 ton low Earth orbit launch vehicle. Okay, so cool. We've got our new thing all done. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if we can send something over to the moon. So, do you want to save the current craft before continuing? No, I do. I'm going to cancel. I'm going to put this back on because I like to keep these, even though I've got it as a sub-assembly. I still like to have these saved as a different kind of craft. So what we'll do is we'll go new. Kanasa, can you name a rocket after myself? The Katniss? The Katniss? Soviet rocket, bro. It is indeed a Soviet rocket. We went for a Soviet color scheme, except the engines that we are using, well, they're not particularly Soviet, no. The engines that we have decided to use were actually American engines, yes. It's the Atlas configuration with like a Soviet look and Soviet colors. It's the R7 LUS. Hello, how are you doing today? Hello, Buster Dudes. It's very hot. It's incredibly hot in the UK today. It's about 28 degrees outside. I'm very warm. My office is very warm. I might get heat stroke. I might pass out on stream, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway. So, what we want to do is we want to send something over to the moon, and I've already picked up the lunar impactor and all of that kind of stuff, so we can have a look. We want science from the moon, within 5,000 kilometers, lunar impactor, uncrewed, complete all the following. That's okay. So, we need to smash in with at least 40 kilograms, which I think, yeah, that's going to be fine. That's going to be fine. So what we'll do is I'll probably make this just a little cylinder. We'll make this as small as we possibly can. I believe it... Does it need power? Check for stable orbit. No, that's not what we want to do. I think we need to transmit science from the moon. Collect science from the moon. Okay, so this is going to need power from the moon. Okay, so if we say... give ourselves like how long is that gonna last? Oh, we've got no electricity in here. Okay, let's throw some electronics in here. Okay, oh, where's Tank UI? There. Cold in your heart. You should use the RD108 as the center engine. The cost is worth it, Carnassa. But it's like an additional 200,000 if I want to buy the RD108, isn't it? If I get rid of hide experimental parts, if I want to go and buy the RD108, where is it? I've lost it. It's vanished. It's disappeared. RD107, RD108, 135,000. I mean, I've got 400,000, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to do that at the moment. I want to use the good old American engines. Is this rocket going to put payload on the moon? It won't put payload on the moon. No, we're just going to fly it at the moon. We're going to fly it at the moon. We're not going to change our course. We're just going to try and smash the moon as hard as we possibly can, and see how that goes. So, with this science core, yep, I needed to throw a load of electric charge in here, didn't I? So if we go for this and we just fill it up with electric charge like that, that's 1 day. And that already weighs quite a bit. We need more than that. We need much more than that. We need like 4 days. 4 days should probably do us, but you know, just to be extra safe, we'll go for 5 days and 9 hours, maybe. And I might tweak this to see how I can, like, basically make this as work as well as I possibly need it to. So Earth, yeah, there we go. 5 days, 9 hours. We're not going to put any solar panels on because we don't need solar panels, and we need lunar range communications, which means I do need to have a look at my antenna planning GUI. So I was talking about antenna planning earlier on. Now I actually need to figure out if I can talk to this. So we want to go kind of like maybe all the way out here, and that is not good enough, unfortunately. Oh, I need to Excuse me, I need to get right. So we're going to save this as Lunar Impactor. And I need to go into the sciencey bit, research and development, because I need to buy a new tech level in communications. Why won't you put solar panels on it? I won't put solar panels on it, Bill Kerman, because solar panels early RP1, early RO are just absolutely naff, and they probably weigh more than they're worth. So I need to unlock communications tech level 1, and we probably want to upgrade the tracking station as well. I don't know if buying that does anything, but you know, might as well buy it. And we've got patch conics. How much is that going to cost to upgrade? 50,000. I might need to do that, but it's fine. I feel like that's good. Right. With new and improved communications technology, we are going to come back at this and we're going to try this again. Do you see how many people are watching from other countries than yours? No, I do not. I don't know. I can just see how many people are watching in total, but I don't know. I don't get detailed unless I go into YouTube analytics after the stream, but I can't see it up on my stream kind of analytics as it's running. So who needs to slap the moon? Just use the 9-meter wide tin can. I mean, it's going to give us lots of science. That's why we want to slap the moon. We don't want to gently tickle the moon. No, we want to go full force into the moon. Right, so we can upgrade this to tech level 1 now. And if we get this up to about... I'm not... How far away is the moon? It's about 400 megameters, isn't it? I think. So, like there. And we can't transmit, which is great. Can we get away with, if we go, I might not be able to use the antenna that's on here. And I might go, this is going to look ridiculous. But we'll place this on here. Okay, let's have a look and see. 75 people are watching right now. Yes, I can see that. And what we're going to do is we're going to extend this antenna and we will go for a planning altitude of maybe about here, which still isn't quite enough, but it might do it for us. If we get that up to like there, still 5 days and 16 hours. You know what I'm going to do? I'm not entirely sure if this will have communications, so there's a great thing. I'm just going to simulate this in orbit, start in orbit. We're going to select the moon, and we're going to see if we can communicate to Earth with this. And then that way, I know that I will have communications, which would be really nice. I should be able to get lunar communications with what I've unlocked. So if we go for, say, like 100 kilometers, that's fine. We'll simulate this, have a quick look. It's almost as beautiful as Chungoid Super Heavy. Wholecam VDS is a good mod to put cameras on your rocket. It's very cool. I know I use Wholecam VDS in the Next Millennia and some of my other series, but I've not got it on this save. I've got a very basic install for this series because I knew that I was going to be doing nothing but streaming it. And yeah, the streams, there we go. We've got connection. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. We can go back to the vehicle assembly building. That's all I needed to see. Hello, everyone. Hello, Calvin McClure. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to me. Having a look and seeing if I can do some kind of really bare bones basic lunar impactor at the beginning of this career. We're in 1955 at the moment, I believe. And yeah, I think what I might do is, can we have a look at this? So I want there to be here a ring decoupler. We're going to go like this, and we're going to set this force percent to 0, because we do not want this going anywhere. We want this to literally stick onto this stage, and this is going to be the yeet to the moon stage. Yes, the YTM, yeet to the moon, the YTTM stage. We're going to go for a space B, because that's what I've been using a lot, and I know the reliability on these is pretty good. I'm going to see if we can get enough delta V out of this. If we can't, I'll use an AJ10. If we can, brilliant. So we're going to fill this up with the required, and let's have a look. That's only 1,009. No, I think we might need to use an AJ10. Oh, 3,430. That will do us. That will do us. However, maybe it'd be better if I upgraded the tank. Oh, and I need some avionics on this as well. Okay, right. No, let's do this in order. Let's be smart about this rather than just throwing things together and hoping they work. No, we can be smart about this. So we're going to place some avionics on here. It's going to be service module 1, and we want this to be near Earth, and hopefully this will weigh less than a ton, and we're going to have to make this quite large, unfortunately. Oh, this is not looking ideal. How much does this weigh? So that is now 0.27 tons. Is that full of fuel? That's about what we can launch, and that's only 2,506. Okay, so that's not going to work. That's not going to work as a lunar impactor, not at the moment. Maybe if I get the AJ10 series and we'll have a look at this and see what we can do with that. And to be honest, I've bought integral tanks now, so I'm going to use an integral tank because they are better if we buy one of these kind of integral structures, and we'll go for this. So it needs to be about, well, it needs to be less than a ton. And to be honest, I'm feeling like that might be a little bit too much for me to get over to the moon. Wait, Kanasa smart? What? Who's saying such silly things? Kanasa, I am here now. I had a course for my driving license. Is that a good kind of course or a bad kind of course? Like, I've had a course for my driving license before where I had to go and sit down for a full day because I was very naughty and I sped in my car. So, hi, hello, Big Master Saber. Welcome to the stream. What rocket will launch this? This looks really ugly at the moment, but it should hopefully look a little bit better. So the maybe I don't know how to make this look nice. We'll go for something. Maybe I'll go for 1.5 meters of avionics, and we'll make this small. I'll probably do something to make it look a little bit nicer later on. So usually what I like to do is I like to kind of just sit there and think for ages, kind of look at my computer, think, right, what do I need with this? How much is it going to cost to upgrade this? That will cost, what do we get? We get less ISP, less specific impulse, less thrust, and rated burn time. And the rated burn time goes up, so I might be able, I'll buy it and see if that's any better. What's the failure rate on that? Ooh, an AJ10 series with an ignition failure of 4%. How has that happened? That's quite nice. So that's currently too heavy, way too heavy. And yeah, oh dear. We're not getting anywhere with this. Oh, that's a shame. Although, to be fair, if we go for, that will get us to the moon. Oh, we're so close. That's so incredibly close. That will get us to the moon, or thereabouts. Although, I do need to have some RCS on this as well. Because it's 3,150 meters per second. Yeah, we need more than that. I think probably to do lunar impact, if we go for like 1.5 tons, how am I going to get 1.5 tons to low Earth orbit? I probably can edit the vehicle that I've done, maybe ever so slightly, and we might be able to get something that way, but I'm not sure at the moment. Right, we're just going to get a little bit of these will go here as well. I'll place those there, and I'll make those, if I go into engine, I think I might go for HTP. Wait, what's better? Nitrous oxide, 47 to 137, 20 newtons, 41, so I think nitrous oxide is better. HTP, I think HTP doesn't require as much. Yeah, no, I'm going to go for HTP. I feel like HTP is going to be the best one out of those. So we're going to go for diameter of very small. I'm kind of messing this up. Do you have a Delta V map for RSS? No, I do not. I know that it's 3,150 meters per second of Delta V to get to the moon. And it's 800 to capture, and then for places like Venus and Mars and all of that, I use a transfer window, which in-game will tell me how much Delta V that I need. And I know roughly for Mars, it's kind of like 4K to get to, and yeah, just using the transfer window planner kind of method is how I go about doing that. That's 17.5. How long is that going to last, though? Still 1.5 tons, 3,000, that should be enough. And then what I want to use is I want to use these to make kind of like slight adjustments. 81 seconds of burn on that. I'm going to burn really quickly. And I mean, obviously this looks hideous at the moment. I might go in and make a few slight adjustments to it, but 1.5 tons. How can I... Right, I'm going to save this and we're going to go back to the launch vehicle. And I'm going to see if I can modify this in any way that will be able to get 1.5 tons to low Earth orbit, because that's kind of crucial. It's kind of crucial. What is that monstrosity? It's me just throwing stuff together. Things don't look beautiful to begin with. I've got to go in and I've got to figure out exactly how things work before I go in and give them a nice lick of paint and make them look a little bit better. So yeah, 1.5 tons. We're going to go for that. So yeah, this is only 9,000 meters per second. Okay, but we're getting good sea level thrust on that. And could I don't think this will work, will it? Yeah, it's going to put us over. Okay, right, no, that plan didn't work. We'll go back for that, and we'll put these back on. Do I ever burn these? Maybe ever so slightly, and then that way I might be able to do it, but I could overburn this stage. This stage is probably the better one to overburn, I imagine. Go vacuum. Get rid of these for now. That's 333, so we're overburning that slightly anyway, but if I maybe just, you know, just overburn it to not that much, like 360, and we'll place these back on. And we'll go for like that. That's now 9,141 meters per second. That might be enough to get us to orbit. That could be enough to get us to orbit. This is why I like going through and planning things before I do streams, but no, none of this is going to be planned. This is just me doing it as I go and trying to figure out what I'm doing. Overburn on design. Very bad idea. Maybe. Oh, what year are you in this career? I am currently in the year 1955, I believe. I think it's 1955. If I get Kerbal alarm clock up, it is 1956. Oh, it's just turned 1956. We are on the 1st of January 1956, and we're going for the moon, hopefully. Hopefully we're going to be able to go for the moon with this. Although this still really might need a bit of a better design to get us over to the moon. Because that is still pretty much, that's like as low as I'd want that to be. But I think that might get into orbit. If I go, right, so we'll go for fairing auto shape. I'm going to make this slightly bigger because this does need to be bigger. That's fine. That's 9,122 meters per second of delta V. This is 2.5. I could probably get away with using the AJ10 stage on this as well, and maybe having that kind of like attached to the rocket, and we have this kind of gradually get smaller. Let the booster go to the top. All the way to the top. Right, so yeah, do I test this? Right, so chat, do I test this? See if I can get this 1.5 ton payload that we've got in there up to orbit, and then that way I know that I can get what I'm designing at the moment up to orbit, or do I just try and you know what? No. I'm not going to test this. We're going to go back to the thing over here. Yep, the lunar impactor. We'll go back to this. We'll go back to this monstrosity, this absolute hideous thing, this thing that needs no introduction. This needs to also have more tonnage on it now. It needs 1.5. And there we go. That's put us under the delta V that's required. And oh, can we make this a little bit longer and maybe give us a little bit more delta V? We'll go for 1.53, something like that, and make this go up to 1.56. We don't even have electric charge on here. My word, it's hard to design an early lunar impactor. I forgot how frustrating this was. Okay, so we're going to, and this hasn't even got any experiments on it. It's literally just a tube with no experiments that we're sending over to the moon. This is going to give us no scientific data whatsoever. I feel like the next lot of engines that I unlock might be better for this. However, and maybe as soon as I unlock the next lot of avionics, that will be much better. But to be honest, if I show hide my build list tech, we're not getting that tech for another 143 days. It's a long time. I want to see if I can get something built up before then. So no testing. Hi, what are we doing now? I joined just now, so I'm trying to figure out a way of getting a really early lunar impactor over to the moon. That is going terribly. It's going really, really bad. It's going really bad, and it's not fun. Right, so have I got everything that I want on there? I came on this menu for a reason, and I can't remember what that reason was. So that's high pressure. Right. Yeah, so we get into orbit. This will stay in orbit. We maneuver these. Oh, it was to upgrade that to. We'll go to that. There we go. That'll be fine. Oh, and yes, tank UI. I was talking about it, and then I talked over myself. So I do need some sort of electric charge on here, which would be nice. So if I go, where am I looking? Tank UI. It's all changed on this for some reason. So we'll go for some electric charge. We do not want 23,000. Nope, that is right out, because that is going to mean that we get barely, we've gone down to 2,800 meters per second of delta V now. Not fantastic. So I think maybe if we set that to 5,000, let's see what that gives us. 3,117. We need a little bit less than that. Let's go for 2,500. There we go. That should be enough to get us over to the moon. And we got a day and 10 hours. Okay, that's fine. All right. So this lunar impactor, this is what we're sending to the moon apparently. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. And actually, what I'm gonna do is this is gonna look really, really, really silly, but I kind of want to, I'm gonna have to redesign all of this from the start. No, because this, because I could probably get away. Oh no, because that's there. I need a payload fairing on here. I'm just trying to, I'm thinking, I'm going through and I'm trying to think what I want to do and how I'm going to do this, and it's going very badly, because that at the moment really isn't aerodynamic in the slightest and doesn't look that pretty. So that's not gonna be very good. But I don't really want to put another payload fairing on that. I suppose I could just put the payload fairing. Yeah, okay. I was kind of hoping to have the interstage from the rocket that we're going to send this to go up to it like this, have it come up there and then have a fairing there. But actually, I think if I just get the payload fairing there, that might work a little bit better. So, because, yeah, I've got no way of connecting those up, and alright, so let's go and, well, I don't know why I've got a rocket called Matt Smith in here. That must have been named by chat a while back. Right, so we want to go for the Chungoid Super Heavy Block 2. We're going to merge this, and we're going to attach this on here like so. If you, interesting. It's because I've got that in there. Yeah, no, that goes there like that. And we do that, that's fine, and we can get rid of that. Okay. So, with that being done, I feel like if we set that there to there, we've now only got 9,000 meters per second of delta V. Okay, why has this happened? 1.25 off the pad. That seems to be very, very wrong. The AJ10 series early is no longer firing. It's probably because I need to set that to there. I've got the wrong root part. Oh no, I don't. Okay, well, I don't know. Anyway, I'm fed up of doing a little bit of faffing around on this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a quick look at chat. Have you launched yet a Kerbal? No, we have not launched a Kerbal in this series yet. That will come at some point, but no one has sacrificed their life. Actually, no, we've launched Kerbals on X-Planes a while back, but that was quite a while back, and nothing really happened except we killed someone. Can't you make a cone under the antenna? I probably could. Oops. Oh, no. I could, but it would just be adding more mass, and to be honest, the kind of like the mass that I'm playing around with at the moment, I have to make this as small and light as possible. I think once I unlock new avionics, it might make this a bit easier, but as it stands, the avionics that I'm using are too heavy to even fit any kind of like scientific experiments on them. I might be able to put, say, maybe a thermometer on here. I'll have a look, but what I'm going to do is I'll do this. We'll configure experiments. I'll put a thermometer on because, you know, why not? Might as well go for a barometer as well. It adds barely anything. barely any mass, so we'll do that, and then what I will do is we will grab these, whack those on there like that. We will save that up, and I'm going to simulate this and see if this is going to work, if it's going to get us to orbit, and I have a feeling it's not going to, and I might be waiting for some new technology, but oh well, we'll simulate this and see. Sorry for my bad English, sorry, I didn't see that. With the taller fairing, the rocket looks much better. It does indeed, Kevin McClure. I'm working away bit by bit every day on the next episode. There's loads of new content and missions coming up. Spent a lot of time. Exciting stuff, exciting stuff. Check your staging. The question is, who will be the first Kerbal in space? I imagine the first Kerbal in space in this series is going to be a Kerbal that will be... I imagine it won't be one of the original 3. Oh, great, I forgot. No! Oh, that's annoying. I've not got enough avionics on this stage now. This is going terribly. Right, so we're going to revert that to the vehicle assembly building really quickly, and I'm going to turn the music down whilst we are going there, because this song seems to be vastly louder than anything else. Yep, we're going to go to the VAB, and we're going to sort the avionics out. So Kanasa, how does it feel to play RSS? I enjoy playing RSS. It's a good challenge. It makes you scratch your head a lot, and it also can get a little bit frustrating at times, but it's good. It is good fun. It is good fun. Right, so we are going to maybe make that up to 126. We'll go for, I don't know why that AJ, I know why that is doing that. It's because that needs to go like there. And that's now only got up, but if we put it to back, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so avionics insufficient. We need more. It needs more. It needs more, and we're going to give it more. And there we go. Avionics are sufficient. And for some reason, we only have 9,743 meters per second, which is really, that's not looking good. Oh, well, we're going to try it. We are going to launch this and see what we can do. So we'll simulate this. I'm just going to fire this up in any orbit. I'm not going to pretend to go to the moon because I know that I need 3,150 meters per second. So I won't wait for a lunar transfer or anything like that. No, we'll just launch this and see if this can even get to orbit in the first place. If we can, anyway. First crewed ship, Vostok, Vostok, Vostok. We could go the Vostok route. I've never really done Vostok before, so... Yeah, no, I did. In Kerbal Gets Real, I definitely did Mercury. I can't even remember if I know I did do Gemini, because I did the first... Oh, what's it called? First... EVA with Gemini and Kerbal Gets Real. Yes, we're going to wait until it's day, and then we're going to try and launch this and probably cry because this isn't going to work. Wait, is this been running out of battery power? Nope. I think we're going to go for just 160 by 160 and hope and pray that this is fine. We're going to engage the autopilot, and in 3, 2, and 1, that's tight, we're going to go. Oh, no, no, no. Yep, no, that's fine. Go, 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 go. Why aren't you going? Oh, because I've messed up the staging. I swear, I even saw someone say, check your staging. And I didn't listen to Scott Manley's eternal words. No, I forgot the staging, and now... Well, hopefully these should be full again, and what we can do is we can just engage the autopilot, and this time we should be on our way to space. Hopefully, there we go. Oh, and that's got a bit more power than the last time we did this. We'll look into your channel too, then. The staging, my pleasure, with 2 cinematics. So, hello, Zach Freeland, and welcome. The question, Yuri Kabarin, what, the first Kerbal in space? Potentially, we could call him. We could call him Yuri Kabarin. You go. Yeah, I'm losing the will to live. It's so hot. It's so hot. This is going to definitely be interesting. So obviously, I hit 5K subs on Sunday, which has been really awesome, and I do want to do something to celebrate that a little bit, and that'll be. I'm thinking of doing a long live stream. I'm not saying the amount of time as of yet. And I'm thinking, well, because there's a length of time that I'm thinking of, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to commit to it, just because it's a long time, but I'll see. It's kind of a time that I want to go for, but I'm thinking of doing that, obviously, to celebrate 5K, 1 year of uploads on my channel, and maybe even 1K on Discord, because Discord is getting very close to hitting 1K members now as well, which is pretty awesome as well. But I'm thinking of potentially doing that, not this weekend, but the next weekend, as long as I am around. And I feel like that would definitely be... What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you coming in here? Why did you invade? Why did you invade my personal space? Thank you. Check out Alice bringing me water. It's so warm in here. Do a money stream. What is a money stream? Did you get all your know-how about rockets from KSP, or do you work on something like that in real life? If that's to me, all from KSP. All from KSP. I don't know anything about real rockets in real life. This isn't getting to orbit. We are going to have to use a bit of this stage, which is unfortunate because that's not going to work. I might as well let it run through and see. We are overburning this slightly anyway. So only 5k, you should have way more. Thank you, Rox Plays. Thank you for those kind words. But no, I've only been around for a year. And yeah, no, I hit 5k. And I'm thinking, yeah, like 24-hour stream potentially next Saturday. I'll see how that goes. There's a few plans that I want to do for it. I've been trying to figure out in my free time today what I would split that up into. And I was thinking doing 8 hours of this, 8 hours of early RP1. Maybe 8 hours of just pure stock. Like, not pure stock, but like trying to maybe go everywhere in stock KSP, because that's something that I've never really actually done, and it might be something that I could try and do on a really long stream, and it gives me a little bit of something to do. So that was another thought that I was having, and that should go like, no, that should go there. And there we go. See, yeah, look, that will be enough to get us to the moon. However, because we need to fire up that engine, you know what I might do? There is a way, there might be a way, and it's to do with this RCS. It's 17 meters per second of delta V, although that is coming down. We could potentially go for a really low orbit. Maybe we could even do it if we went for 150 by 150. I keep like talking across myself and cutting myself across with what I'm saying. But yeah, no, 8 hours, yeah, 8 hours early RP1. I can't remember what I was saying. See, yeah, we didn't want that to fire because that's only got one ignition, which is a shame, but that has made us into an orbit. I might be able to do this, and right now, let me just check and make sure that this all works as well. So if we fire that up, how quickly is this HTP going to go? Really not very quickly at all. That's good. That's really promising. That is exactly what I wanted to see. I can probably get away with having these not being quite so big, which will give us a little bit more delta V in this stage. I could probably make this a little bit smaller, and considering I only needed 17 meters per second to get this up to orbit, I can probably do that. Yeah, I think this is feasible. I think this is feasible. So we're going to revert back to the vehicle assembly building, and we're going to make those small changes. Hope and pray. I see you using the Sono flight pattern. Hoping and praying is about the only thing that gets my launch vehicles up into orbit, essentially. 24 hours, I'll probably be there 18. On Saturday, I'll try to watch the whole thing. It won't be this Saturday. If I do it, it'll be the next Saturday. I'll probably do a community post about it. The reason why, so this Saturday, I'll probably just do the next Millennia stream, or maybe even a coming home stream. I've not decided that, but yeah. The reason why I want to delay it a little bit is because I want to ask some people if they'd be willing to get involved and maybe hang out on the stream as well. Because another thing, like I said, I was going through what I wanted to do. 8 hours of this, 8 hours of maybe stock or something akin to that. Oh, I can make this have better utility. Oh, I should do that. Anyway, and these are the wrong, oh wait, no. Oh, but they still worked. So yeah, no, I'm staying with that. We're going to make them smaller. We're going to make them probably about maybe that big, say thereabouts. That's fine. We want 2 of those. That's fine. Okay, we'll put those up there like that, and that gives us a delta V. We've now got 3,233, so we can make the length of this go down and get that to about there. 3,151. Maybe I'll go for like 3,171. That should be reasonable. Now that's below 1.5 tons. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. This could work, potentially. This looks hideous, and I might come in and make some edits, but the thing is, because this is a live stream career, I'm not going for beauty or looks in this as per se. It's more, I just want to, I don't want to hang around and spend a load of time on one thing. I want to, progress as quickly as possible. But I suppose I could make this potentially look a little bit nicer. At some point, anyway. Right, so I'm going to test this again, just because I want to make sure that this does indeed get us to orbit without any shenanigans, and do something like that. That goes off there, then we want that to go there, but first we are going to want to deploy those. Yep, like that. I suppose we can make those all go at the same time, and we're going to simulate this again and try and get it to orbit. Big green rocket cobra, indeed. Probably making Carnassa a sandwich. What is it? Wait, Alistair, busy with what? That's Carnassa for you. What have I done? Carnassa, wait, isn't it a school day or is it like a holiday in the UK? Today is just a Wednesday and it's in the evening. I've got my last exam on Friday and I thought I would just stream today just because why not? I'm quite ready for my last exam and I have been working a lot on the next millennia for an episode on Friday as well, and hopefully I'm fairly sure I'll be able to get an episode of that out on Friday. There's a new design or something in that episode that I'm quite looking forward to getting down at some point and seeing how that works. I'm going to go for 150 as well because, you know, even lower might be even better. We're going to go for Engage Autopilot and that should get us to orbit. But you know what? We're going to try it. We're going to see. And hopefully this should work. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm fairly sure this will work. We'll time warp this to 3 times and just leave this be whilst I hang out and chill out in the chat. So where is the beard? Where is what beard? My beard. I don't have a beard at the moment. I shaved my beard off before I did the first live stream that I did in ages on Saturday because I had like my beard was getting quite long and I thought everyone's gonna think I look like a right scruffian, a right ruffian if I come on and don't like clean myself up before I start the stream. Ah, that is some good water. Good luck on the exam. Thank you, thank you. What do I study? I study computer science. I'm in my 2nd year of computer science at university. So weekdays, weeks and stuff, uni student, they don't really apply. it's not like, yeah, weeks. What are they? I lose track of the days all the time. To be honest, the only reason why I know what day it is half the time now is because of my upload schedule that I'm trying to stick to this time. But there we go. We should have 46 meters per second of delta V left on this stage, which is great, but we are going to be overburning this ever so slightly, and that does worry me a bit with test light. Hopefully the test light gods will be merciful, and if not, we can try and send this to the moon anyway. The worst comes to the worst, it doesn't work, and then I build something up with slightly better engines once I get I think it's 1958 or 1959 orbital rocketry come through. Or the avionics. No, the avionics are going to be the next thing that I get. And yeah, I might be able to put something together a little bit better using those. Would be nice. We'll have to see. Carnassa just plays games on the computer and then 5 minutes of revision before the exam. Yes, that is exactly what I do. Like programming or how to build PC? Like programming. What's the dot under your right eye? The dot under my right eye, that one there, that is a mark that I have had for as long as I can remember. It's a little, I think it's called like a exposed blood vessel or something. It's like a birthmark, essentially. I've had it forever. People always think someone's come along and punched me in the eye and given me a black eye, and I'm like, no. Honestly, I'm fine. No one's punched me. I've not been attacked. There we go. We did get to orbit, and we've got 3,171 meters per second in this. And we can do stuff like this. And how much fuel is that using? A fair bit, but we should have enough. So all I need for this is to have enough fuel to get to the moon, which we should do. Why is that? It's because we are prograde. Yeah, we need to turn to our node to get over to the moon. And we also need to maybe make some slight course adjustments when we've burnt this, because I imagine that we will need to do something like that. Where is the moon at the moment? Yeah, we're completely in the wrong inclination. Let's have a look. Where set as target? Is there any possibility that I could get to the moon with this in this launch? No, there is absolutely none. The moon is in a really bad location for this, so we're not gonna be able to do that. But yeah, this should work and it should get us to the moon. And I could make this, well, anyway, yeah, we'll go to the vehicle assembly building. I'll see if I can make this look any nicer. Hi, Carnassa, the best KSP player is back. Thank you, Alex Dinev. Probably butchered the pronunciation for that, but welcome to the stream. Welcome. I love your videos. Thank you, Gemini Gums. Names are really not my strong point. Anyway, so Yeah, because one thing that I did say that I wanted to do, and I thought this would maybe look a little bit nicer, is if we had, instead of an actual payload adapter, we go for like an in-stage ring here. We make this, what, 2.5, I think the base is? 2.5, go for that. And then the top was going to be 1.5, or is that 2? It's 1.5. 1.5, and then we get the height all the way down. Something like that. We get the extra height go up, grab those, whack those on the side like that. Oh, I don't want ogive. I want conic. I want the conic. There we go. Go for something like that. And extra height. We'll whack that down to about there. And then we get like another payload fairing there on top of this section. But that would add quite a lot of mass to this stage, and I think that would really... I've placed that in the wrong place. It's because I got fairing auto shape on. So yeah, I think this would make it look a lot nicer. So if we go for something like 1.5 there, we place that there like that, that would look a lot better than the kind of like hideous deformed thing that I had going on. However, this is going to add a lot more mass. To be honest, yeah, look, that's now, if we go, that goes there. Yeah, that's now only 2,855. That's like an additional 300 meters per second we've lost just by doing that, which is really not ideal. So yeah, this way is not going to work. It's going to be too heavy, which is a shame because I feel like that did look a lot nicer. Make it look pretty now. We will try and make it look a little bit nicer. I'm not sure how pretty I can make this look, but we will try and make it look a tad nicer. Because I want to stick with the 1.5 tank because I have tooled a tank of this diameter already. And to be honest, that's the important thing. Money is important. We could do some stuff. We'll make the ends plain metal so it's not got that hideous looking thing on the top. We'll go for... I might go in and make some slight adjustments to this as well. And I suppose we could just send a foil, like a foil thing over. And I'll probably make these foil as well. We'll make the fillet. Oh, no, we'll just go foil, foil. No, foil, foil, and foil, please. It's a lot easier to make nicer looking things in my next Millennia save because I've obviously unlocked a lot more and everything looks way, way, way better in that. But oh well, that's a shame. So, Kanasa, since you are a university student and a computer science student at that, when do you think your sense of time will slip away from your mental grasps? I think that's already happened. What are you on about? I've got no idea of the sense of time as is. Yeah, well, if you look into like my sleeping pattern and all of that kind of stuff, that's a little bit weird that's done that. Yeah, I have no sleeping pattern. My sleeping pattern is basically non-existent. It's been good the last week, actually, to be fair. But most of the time, my sleeping pattern is terrible. I actually made a rocket that can go to Eve, and it worked. Congratulations. Is that an Eve landing, or is that just a rocket that can go to Eve? Because I've never... Well, an Eve landing and return. I think I've landed on Eve in stock, but I've never returned from Eve. And that's like something, like I said, I was mentioning earlier, 24-hour live stream, potentially, if I can do it. I might try and see if I can put together maybe an Eve landing whilst I do stock, because that's something I've never done. What can I do to make this look nicer? What can I do? I could maybe... you know what? This... but the thing is, everything that I could do to make this look nicer is going to cost money. And I don't really have the money to burn at the moment. But what I was thinking of maybe doing is grabbing these to the side a little bit. Making this a little bit smaller. So we go for, say, something, I can't remember how much delta V we had. 3171, okay, that's fine, fully utilized. If we go for something like this, make it a little bit smaller, and then we grab another one of these. I'll take all of these off, and we will set that to a cone, and we'll make the top maybe like 1.2, the bottom like 6 or something like that, and then just have a cone come out the bottom. This might make it look a little bit nicer and a little bit better, but still, I don't know, it's kind of like the amount of funding that I would save by not doing this. And it just gives it a little bit more of a shape, a little bit more of style. But yeah, this really doesn't seem like it's going to do an awful lot. But yeah, we'll go for that. We've got the correct fuel in there, and that's about the same amount that we were burning before. That's fine. Then we've got these there. It's just this thing, this tube, but I can't really do anything about that. Kanasa, I bid you farewell. Amazing stream. Keep it up. Thank you, Synthical Mix. And yeah, no, thank you for coming along to the stream. Kanasa, idea, play a modded Minecraft with Galacticraft and such. I've never really done modded Minecraft. I've played regular Minecraft, and that was another thing that I might do on the stream. I don't know, it was just another idea that I had, but modded Minecraft would definitely be something that I would potentially do at some point. I'm not sure. I've been talking about starting up a Twitch as well, and what I would potentially do on my Twitch is play games that aren't KSP. Okay, so we could... This still just looks hideous. Honestly, I don't know how I'm going to make this look nice. I could maybe do a modular tank, but yeah, everything that I do here is just going to look hideous. This is kind of... I don't want this to be foil. I might make this... I'm so used to... Right, there we go. We'll go for that, Okay, fine. No, we don't want this empty. We'll open the recoloring GUI here, and we'll stick that. We'll make that white for now, and I'll make that all white. And this does look a little bit better. Just a tiny bit, but, you know... It's now very, very white. I think at the top, I kind of liked that being metallic. So we'll go for something like that. So we've got a metallic top there. This looks a little bit strange here. I don't know what's going on there. They are both 1.5 meters in diameter, but it looks like that they don't add up. They don't connect. See, 1.5 meters there, 1.5 meters there, and... yeah, that looks a little bit silly. So I think what I'll do is I'll try and do... oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. No idea why that's happened, but I suppose this is looking... it's looking a little bit better. Modded Technical Minecraft. You're going to love modded Minecraft. I imagine that I will, because I have played modded Minecraft a long time ago. And I played, like, Techit and like, Hexit and Bucket, those kind of things. I think I've not played it since about 2015, probably. But yeah, so it's been a long time since I've done that. To be honest, I think I'm just going to leave this as is. I'm not going to do any more to this. You know what? The finishing piece, what we're going to do is we're just going to get a decal and we'll whack RP-1 on the side. There we go. It's done. Something like this. We'll grab RP-1 and we'll whack that there. Maybe we can get a flag. Do I have any cool looking flags? It's ESAs now. I don't know. What can I whack on the side of here? We can go for NASA. That kind of NASA logo. I feel like we're not far enough in the career yet to be using that. I don't know if anyone knows in chat. When did NASA start using that as the logo? Because it does look kind of like maybe like 80s, 70s. I'm not sure, but we're in the 1950s. NASA. I'm not even sure if NASA has been kind of like commissioned yet, has it? What are you building? Just a lunar impactor that is almost certainly not going to work. 2000s. Oh wow. So yes, it's way later. Way later. You know what? Stuff it. We're just gonna stick with an RP-1 logo there. It's gonna do its job. It provides a little bit of interest to look at, I guess, when we're sending this complete naff thing over to the moon. Yep, there we go. Well, that's fine. Gonna save that up. We're gonna save up the lunar impactor, and this should hopefully get us an awful lot of money and science if this works. If this doesn't work, how much is that gonna cost? 3,000. It's gonna take 2 months to build. That's fine. Tooling 20,000. That's fine. We're gonna launch this, and it will probably fail on me. And before I do that, actually, what I do want to do is I want to change that to there. Then we want to change that to there along with that, and that's fine. That should do us okay. So we're going to save. We're going to launch that. We're going to add maybe... we'll build 2 of those because I feel like we will want 2 of those. And yeah, no, we'll try and get this launched. And I think one other thing that I want to do now is, now that I've done that, probably have a look at the Animal Testing is Bad Yo number 4, I believe this was. So we want to rename this. We'll name it number 4 because we are going to still launch this before we launch the Lunar Impactors. And did I pick up the contract? Extreme, yes I did, and I reckon this will be able to do it. So if we come in here, we'll do this. There's going to be a lot of VAB now whilst I figure out what I want to build, what I need to do for the next section of this RP1 career. So NASA started using it in the 70s. In the 70s or the 2000s? May 22nd, 1992. There's a lot of conflicting information. So the NASA worm was made in 1975. It was retired on May 22nd, 1992. Oh, okay. Right. So when was the NASA meatball then? When was that? That's more recent then. I dare you to try RLcraft. I saw a few people trying to stream RLcraft on Twitch the other day, but I don't know what that's all about. Okay. So, have these got the upgraded variants of their engines? We want that. No, they do not. So what we're going to do is we are going to upgrade these engines. Yep, those have both been upgraded, and we can go for an upgraded version of this engine. And I'm just going to take these off and get this up to 330 seconds. If we go for something like that, 348, 340, 325... 333, that's fine, we'll do that. And then this is basically, oh no, we need 2 of those. We can't get away with 1. We need 2 of those. This is basically the exact same rocket that we are going to launch to the moon as well. So we're saving a lot of money. And I think if I go into tooling, no, we do need to tool those procedural avionics. I'm not going to do that because it only saves us a day. That's okay. I think I'm going to just save the edits for that. I'm going to launch it without testing it because I'm fairly sure that this should work. Canassa, RLcraft is not technical. I don't think it's something that fits your channel. So one thing that I do, I think I spoke about it earlier. I do want to start streaming on Twitch, maybe some days of the week. I don't know when I will do that, but any games that aren't KSP, I think I'll go and stream on Twitch because obviously I like games such as RimWorld, which I do have some videos of that on my channel. I like Minecraft, and I've been playing Go Medieval recently, and there's a whole load of other games that I play. But YouTube does not like it when I upload anything that's not KSP related, so I'm thinking of starting a Twitch and maybe doing like kind of other things over there. I was even considering doing a second channel for that, but to be honest, I'm not sure if I'm at that stage of YouTube yet to even think about creating a second channel, but you never know. Cool, research and development is almost done. That's fantastic, and we've got an upgrade point, and I think that was from my science, so we're going to do that. And we are going to warp to complete, and we're going to try and get Animal Testing is Bad Yo number 4 out, and hopefully this should work. There we go. R&D will be done momentarily, and any minute now. There we go. That should be that done, and in 20 days we are going to be launching this. It's 1956. We are blasting through this. We've still got, well, next year will be the year that Sputnik first made it to orbit, so we're doing quite well on time. Not doing a super speed run of this, because I don't really know the ins and outs of how to do that, but we're doing okay on time. We're going to roll this out to the launch pad. Got 350,000 funds. I should have spent some of those. Oops. You know what? I've got a lot of tech coming through. I kind of want to... no. Gonna go down to like... There we go. I should have bought all of this before. Not having a good R. This isn't going to be the best of series. We'll put a load into science, and we'll put a load into the build queue. There we go. And we'll warp this to complete. Come on, and we'll get this launched. Canassa stream. Very epic. Thank you. 6969. I can't read that language, so I'm not going to be able to say that. I'm not saying that I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm saying that I don't think his general audience and he himself wouldn't really enjoy it that much. I might enjoy RLcraft. I pretty much enjoy every genre of game except for first-person shooters. There's not a lot that I do not enjoy. So we're going to warp to complete, and we're going to get this out, launch this. We're going to shoot for the moon, except we're not for this. No, this is just going to go to low Earth orbit, hopefully. And I'm going to wait until it's day again, because we might as well. There we go. Lovely, lovely daytime. We're going to go. We're going to launch this and see what happens. So Meatball was used as a main logo for a while. The worm is secondary now. Okay. NASA was used in 1957. Awesome, awesome. So NASA doesn't exist yet. Oh yeah, I think I remember reading about this when I was doing Kerbal Gets Real. NASA was formed, I think, after Sputnik was launched because the American government essentially panicked and was like, we need to throw money at space. They've got something up there looking at us. Oh, what on earth? No. Oh, okay. Right. So I can't fly this. The avionics are not going to work. I forgot to do that. That's really silly of me. So what we're going to do, we're going to recover to the VAB, make a few slight edits on those avionics and try and get this to work. That's a real shame. I'm an idiot. NACA became NASA. Let him choose. YouTubers are people too. It's like ice cream. You can choose not to buy some flavors. Yeah, there's a lot of games that I do like. I've got there's a whole, yeah, I like a lot. There's a lot that I will play. Like, obviously, I've done Minecraft, I've done Dyson Sphere Program, I've done Space Engineers on my channel. I've also done, what else? RimWorld. I like a wide variety of games. Right, so I need to wait until that's rolled back, unfortunately, because I was a little bit silly in rolling that out. That was premature rolling out there. We're going to go in, we're going to edit this, and we're going to make sure that the avionics are okay. This is why I say test. I didn't really need to test this, but I didn't go through my checklist and make sure that everything was as it should have been. Sorry for the copy. National Advanced Committee for Aeronautics. Okay, is that what NASA was before? Well, when it was NACA. Oh, hello. We are in the middle of the ground, apparently. We do not want to be there. No, that is a terrible place to launch a rocket. We want to go. I feel like, yeah, this needs to be better. So if we go to avionics, we are a long way off. We are an awful long way. Why has that happened? What's the burn time? Why is that 158 seconds? That shouldn't be like that. I don't know what's going on there, but we're gonna bring that down there. Okay, that's more reasonable. There we go. That's all I had to do, and that's going to take 46 minutes to essentially get rid of a load of that fuel. And then we're going to be able to launch this. Come on, I did press save edits, didn't I? No, I did not. It'd be smart if I did that. Never played Minecraft, but I like Vintage Story. I've never heard of that. Minecraft is one of my all-time favorite games. I think my all-time 3 favorite games are KSP, Minecraft, and RimWorld. And depending on how I'm feeling, they're in no particular order. So yeah, I like all 3. I don't know which one I've probably played KSP more than any of those. I think, yeah, KSP is the one that I've played the most. But I think that's mainly because KSP is what I run on my channel rather than anything else. So we're going to roll this out this time. It will work, hopefully. Yes, this will work. But yeah, no, I think the only reason why I played KSP more than those other 2 is because KSP is what I do mostly on this channel. So we're going to go for a daytime launch yet again. There we go, 10,000 ahead. And we will launch this. Hopefully, Test Light doesn't come along and say, nope. I noticed Test Light and Test Flight aren't in the chat today. There was, in chat on my stream on Sunday, there were two people in chat called Test Light and Test Flight, and my, I was having loads of failures. It was failures all around on Sunday, which really wasn't great. Check it out. It's like KSP and KSP RO RSS RP0. That is a Vintage Story. Okay, I'll have a look at that after the stream. Has anyone found ways to make Crack and Drive on Realism Overhaul RSS? I imagine there is almost certainly a way to do it, but it's I don't know if it'd be replicatable, if it's not even really the right word. So what is the contract requirements? If we go down here, we need over 1 million, so we want 175. So our Berry apps will set that to, I think I'll set that to 190, and then we want this to be 1,000. I think we'll go like 1,050, something like that. If we hit engage autopilot, there we go. We have got more than enough to be able to fulfill this contract, which should be great. So as long as we don't have any failures of this mission, we should theoretically be good. And I want to make sure that my staging is all correct. There we go. That all looks good to me. That looks promising to me. And with that, I think we'll be able to do this launch and return extreme. So in 3, 2, and 1. Nope. Thrust loss. Nope, we're not having that. Nope, we're going to roll this back, unfortunately, yet again. Oh, there we go. Recover to VAB. We're going to roll it back, and we're going to send it back out to the launch pad, because when the rocket, when the Super Chungoid Heavy, or whatever it's called, was fired up on the launch pad, well, the engineers did notice. They did notice that one of the LR-89s was not firing as powerfully as it should have been. So they're going to roll it back to the vehicle assembly building, give it a bit of a rundown, try and see what was up with that engine, and then they're going to attempt it again in about 8 days' time. In a week's time, almost. That was bad. Oh well, hopefully the same thing doesn't happen that we had on the last time that I attempted to do something like this. So we're going to roll this out again. Oh, yet again, and we're going to try and send this up to space. If I time warp once again to the day, there we go, and we're going to launch. That's all I needed to do. Testlight is like, nope. Yes, Testlight once again has said, no, you are not going to be launching. Not today. We are going to, well, we're going to roll it back. It's fine. It should be okay. I did this quite a lot in Kerbal Gets Real, I think. In fact, I think I even mentioned it as like, I tried launching it once. I tried launching it twice. Third time was the charm. You used to be able to get away with... I can't remember how I fixed it. Oh, great. We're in the middle of the sky again. We've been launched up due to the fact that we recovered to the vehicle assembly building. Right, so with those numbers plugged in, that's exactly what we want. We're going to try this again, and in 3, 2, and 1, we are on our way up to orbit, and we've not had thrust loss or performance loss or anything like that. This is far more powerful. If we look at the thrust to weight ratio on this stage, it's 1.38 at the moment. The last variant of this rocket, I think, was about 1.26 on the pad, so it's a lot more powerful. So has anyone noticed YouTube unsubscribing or deactivating notifications? Super weird. I don't know if I've been unsubscribed from anyone. As far as I'm aware, I haven't. Oh, are you kidding? No! Testlight, why? Why are you doing me like this? Why have you cursed me so? Well, this isn't going well. What we're going to do is we are going to range safety this. This is not good. This is really not good. So yeah, we'll range safety that. That's for stage. I don't want it on stage. I want it on custom 1, and I should have set this up before actually launching this, but oh well. There we go, range safety, and boom. Oh, that's annoying. F in chat for the rocket that is doomed to fail, apparently. That's, yeah, failures are not going very well at the moment. No, I don't want to revert flight. We want to go to the Space Center and have to build up another one of those, unfortunately. Ah, hello, test flight. There you are, there you are. You have arrived at exactly the right moment and cursed our third attempt at doing a suborbital return. Yep, yeah, that was the third attempt. Not going very well. Oh well, we're going to try that again. And we're going to see how we go. We've still got some rubbish on the launch pad, and Lunar Impactor will be done in 35 days. So I think I'm going to try doing that Lunar Impactor first, but what I do want to do is I do want to go into the vehicle assembly building and quickly build up another one of those. Have you tried increasing engine gimbaling and add fins? I don't really need engine gimbling and fins on this. The control of the rocket is fine. The reason why it spun out of control like that, like when it did, is because I had performance loss on one of the engines. And because of that, that basically meant that one of them wasn't performing as well. It was a test light failure. One of the engines essentially failed. This will get up to orbit as long as the engines all cooperate nicely with me. And unfortunately, well, they don't seem to want to do that, and we've had a lot of failures. 6.3% failure rate, so really, it shouldn't be happening all that often, but, you know, it's just what's going to go on, and I think I could tool that, but I don't think I'm going to, so we're gonna, I'm going to rename it 5 because it is going to be number 5, and that's a small v. I want to get rid of that. That needs to be large. It needs to be huge. So we're going to launch that. There we go. Animal testing is bad. Yo, number 5, and we're not going to save that. No, we're going to get to launching something different. What Discord chat is that? Is there a Discord chat? Have I left Discord open? And is it pinging? I thought I quit Discord. I did quit Discord. Is there, or is someone linking a Discord in the chat? Because I'm not sure. I can't see. Whew, it's hot. It's very, very, very warm. It's very warm. Okay, so, but yeah, no, there's a link to my Discord in the description of this YouTube live stream. If people want to go check that out, it's pretty nice over there. Good community, almost at 1,000 members now, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so animal testing, yeah, that's exactly the order that I want to launch these in. When are we next going to be unlocking tech? In 30 days, we'll have better avionics, which means we'll get those just before we send that lunar impactor. So I'm going to try sending that lunar impactor, and then if that doesn't work, we'll upgrade the second lunar impactor with the nice new tasty avionics that we're going to do, and then we will get 1959 orbital rocketry, which will be very, very, very nice indeed. So this is going to be our first attempt at going to the moon. We're going to try and go to the moon, and I bet Testlight is going to say, nope, not today, you are not going to the moon. Kanasa, is Discord is the stuff dreams are made of? Want some more water? I've got water. I've still got, like, the 2 glasses that you have given me over the course of this stream. I've just not been drinking. I should drink more. It's very hot. There we go. But when I drink, I shut up. And that's not my style of streaming at all. If I'm ever quiet, something has gone terribly wrong. Right, so we're going to roll this out to the launch pad, warp to complete, and try and go to the moon. So it is the 5th of May, 1956. We're going to launch this because we are going to be launching this into the inclination of the moon. So this will be a daytime launch because we are in the middle months of the year, but I'm not going to wait for the day because there will be a set time where I need to launch this. Kanasa, not today. You are not going to the moon. I really want to go to the moon today because I feel like in this entire live stream, I think I've done about 5 launches for this live stream so far, and I have had about 1 success. No, I've had 2 successes. 2 things have been successful. But yeah, that's really not a good ratio. That's really not a good ratio. Although, to be fair, we are in early RP1 and everything always fails in early RP1. So what we're going to do is we're going to set the moon as the target. We're going to go for 150 by 150. Then what we want to do is launch into the plane of the target. And in 17 hours and 1 minute, we are going to launch. As long as I hit engage autopilot anyway. So if I hit engage autopilot, we should be good to go. And there is... I give this maybe about a 5% chance of working. We're overburning some engines. This is our first attempt at going to the moon. It's probably going to end up in tears. I've probably forgotten something incredibly crucial. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Okay, I am doing an amazing job then. You have indeed been doing a stellar job over the course of this live stream. Yes, here we go. And in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And there we go. We are now launching into the inclination of the moon. None of the engines have failed from launch, which is always a reassuring sight, I guess. And here we go with the Super Chungoid on its way. Hip hip, let's go to the moon. I would really like it if we did make it to the moon. That would be fabulous. And, well, as soon as you start doing lunar impactors and lunar flybys and all that kind of things, well, things start to get really exciting. We'll do interplanetary, hopefully not too long. In Kerbal Gets Real, I think I reached interplanetary in 19. You are kidding! You are absolutely kidding! What is wrong with you today? Why? No! That's not funny! That's not even fair! What is wrong with these engines? Why are you doing this to me? Why must you forsake me so much? I mean, I might as well burn this to its completion. Due to I should have done that with the last one anyway. I'm going to burn this to its completion anyway, because I'll get more data units out of these engines. But yeah, we're not even going to make it to space today. Although, no. We will make it to space. We will make it to space with the AJ-10 if that fires up, I reckon. But we won't make it all the way over to the moon. That is just beyond ridiculous. It's not even fair. It's not even fair. Foul play by KSP. Successful disaster. No, it's pretty crazy how fast the Soviets were able to launch their rockets. They pretty much advanced 2 steps each time the US Tech won. Only after its budget increased, NASA was able to pick up steam. I think the Soviets were also widely regarded as not following as rigorous testing procedures and following fail-safes as NASA were doing. So NASA obviously, they kind of they had a lot of strict rules in place that they had to adhere to in order to basically make it as safe as possible, whereas I don't think the Soviets were quite as limited in that regard. We might even not get to space with this, if I'm going to be honest. If I get to space with this though, I can use this as a transfer window planner. Kanaso, what's this? Stubby half Soyuz? Essentially, KernV, that is exactly what it is. It is a stubby half Soyuz that has now lost most of its parts, but yeah, no, we're not even going to get to space. We are still going up, but I don't think we've got enough delta V. We've got 4,000 meters per second left. It's going to be really tight. Yeah, no, we're not going to make it to space. Even burning everything, absolutely everything, and we won't make it to space. That's a real shame. We'll be 40 meters per second short. The only way that I can think of is if we do this and then we try and burn. We're going to be really close. Oh, look at that. All right, so let's turn the RCS on. So try and use the RCS. We are going to burn all of our RCS fuel and try and get this to orbit. And I don't even think, yeah, I've set the decoupler on this to not have any impulse, so it's going to go nowhere. Oh, well, this is a real crying shame. Like launch to orbit autopilot? Carnasa, is ascent guidance like autopilot? Essentially, yes, it is. That is exactly what it does. I can put in some values in here. PVG primer vector guidance is the one that you want to use for RSS RO. We're 32,000 we're slowly getting there, but we're gonna run out. We might not actually. If this works, this is crazy. This is gonna be ludicrous. But yeah, no, primer vector guidance, RO. This is all autopilot. You put in some values, you hit engage, and it will launch to orbit for you. It's great. The US were a lot closer to the Soviets than it seems. Explorer 1 was ready for launch ahead of Sputnik, but internal bickering changed that. Shepard was ready to fly before Gagarin. I didn't know that. I don't think RCS is going to cut it for this one. I mean, have you seen where we are? Our perigee is now 100,000, almost. That technically means we're in space. And it's going up, it's going up. I'm going to disengage the autopilot. And what we're going to do, time to apogee. Are we going down? We are going down. All right, so let's point prograde. And let's just fire. I know we've got no ignitions remaining, but look at that. It's going up. It's going up. And we can probably get this into orbit. Using the power of RCS, we can potentially do this. How much have we got left? Not an awful lot. I think what I'm going to do, I'll wait until that gets to 130,000, and then I'm going to wait until I get to my apogee, and then we'll burn prograde, and hopefully we'll be able to get that last 10,000. Unfortunately, this does mean we're going to have to sit and wait through this, going really, really slowly. So yeah, we've got, right, I'm going to turn that off. We've got 18 minutes. 18 minutes that I can speed up to 4 times until we get to 100. Right, no. You know what I'm going to do? I am going to go to... Oh, I can't even go to the track. No, I can't even go to the tracking station because I'm in the atmosphere. Oh, well, I could just call this a complete failure. I wanted to leave this up as a transfer window planner, but to be honest, I would have to wait like 36 minutes sped up to 4 times. So about, what, 8 minutes until this gets out of the atmosphere, and then I can actually time warp again. And I mean, we could sit and watch this for 8 minutes, but does anyone really want to sit and watch this hideous failed lunar impact float around the Earth? Or shall I get back to actually launching some proper stuff? Because I could range safety this, and we should be done. So hypergolics are quite nasty for the crew, to be fair. Yes, they are some very, very, very toxic materials. Yeah, pretty much. So NASA lost a bunch of milestones because of red tape. Ironic, I guess, since that same red tape doomed the N1 program more than any faulty plumbing system. No, we don't, NASA. Yeah, nah. I don't mind waiting. To be honest, I think, yeah, well, we've got 14 minutes until we hit the perigee. I'm gonna blow it. It's gonna go boom, and I will send something else as a transfer window planner at some other point. Right, so where is range safety? Range safety. Okay, range safety. Am I completely blind? Where are you? There should be a button that says blow this thing up. Blow it up now. And I don't know where it is, so I'm going to go into the action groups and do it that way. Right, so if we just click on this, maybe it's been removed from the part action window and you have to do it with an action group. Okay, anyway, there we go, and boom. Did I set it to stage? I bet I set it to stage, didn't I? Custom 1, range safety. Oh, I know why. It's because we've not got any communicate. Can we go to the Space Center? No, the last save was 23 minutes ago. No, I can't even go back to the Space Center, so I guess, unless I want to cheat this and get this to a point where I can relaunch it, which I really don't want to do, I'm going to have to sit and wait for this. Which is a bit of a shame. Unless we somehow... Are we going over anywhere that will give us communications? There we go. In New Zealand? No. STDN, I'm not entirely sure where that is. I don't know. But we will come into range of that fairly soon, and then I'll be able to blow this up. No, we've not got communications. But anyway, until then, I'm going to keep... Oh, there we go, boom. Well, that was short-lived. Finally. Right, so we can go back to the Space Center and launch something else. It will bump eventually. Canassa, no range safety when physical warp. No, it was just because I didn't have communications, unfortunately. But there we go, we managed to blow that up. This has been about as successful as a usual live stream that I do. Yeah, no, nothing but failures. The entire thing has been failure after dramatic failure. It has all been terrible. Things have not been going according to plan. So we are going to probably now... I've got new avionics. And I think what I am going to do is, rather than launch the new lunar impactor, we will upgrade that with the new avionics, because they'll be a bit lighter. They will be able to hold more battery power. It'll be all round better for all parties involved. And yes, that's why I want to go for the new avionics. And then we'll launch the orbital return number 3. Hopefully this time it works. To be honest, if it doesn't, I think that's just completely ludicrous. And I think I'm going to go sigh away in frustration or something. Because this has gone absolutely terribly. I might completely redesign this just a little bit, because I think the avionics are going to really make a huge difference here. Hey, Ganasa, how's it going? Hello, Charlie Radstickle. It's going really badly. Really badly, and I hate everything. This has gone incredibly badly. So, excuse me, we can buy the new science core, which we can get basic avionics for. Oh, I didn't upgrade that to begin with. Oops. That was very silly of me. And look at this, we're getting loads more Delta V out of this now. We're getting loads more, 3,240 on this stage. This is fantastic, and we can upgrade this to basic avionics as well. Yeah, I'm gonna oops, recenter that. And what we're gonna do is we are let's get rid of that. We're gonna try and make this as efficient as possible. Okay, so 3,304. Let's come into here and see what we're working with. We've got 5 days of battery time, which will be enough to get us over to the moon and smash into the surface of the moon. And this gives us 3,304 meters per second of Delta V. and we weigh 1.451. Okay, so what we can do is probably, well, we can make these avionics smaller to begin with, which is great. Still keep those at 1.57, but I'll get that. Actually, no, we'll go for, like, say, 1.5. Bring this down a little bit. Maybe we can't bring it down any further because we do need to have a little bit of electric charge in here. That's okay. So I want to go to tank UI. 142. That's really not an awful lot. How much can I fit in? 1,000. We'll go for like 1,200, I think. And that should be okay for us. 1 day and 23 hours, that's fine, but we will get more than that when we decouple this stage. Let's check, the force percent is gone. Canassa, where did you set up your avionics on the rocket for the booster? That is, the avionics on the booster are just there. Just there. Right there. Underneath the payload fairing. This is kind of where I usually set my avionics up. What's up? Glad you're having fun, though. Fun? Torture? Like, masochism? Sadism? I always forget which one's the way round. The one, like, that you like causing pain to yourself. Yeah, basically, that's what's going on. This is incredibly masochistic at the moment. Sadistic? No, sadistic is when you, like to harm other people, I think, and masochism is when you enjoy pain yourself. I think that is, I think that's the way round it is. Anyway, so we're going to make this a little bit smaller because we don't need it that large anymore. And look at that, yeah, we've already got down to like 1.28, which is doing miles better than it was before. Loads and loads and loads better. So we're going to whack that on there. And with the new upgraded avionics, actually, I'm going to save this. I'm going to make this the root part. And we're going to just, yeah, actually, did I need to do that? Probably not, but I can make this smaller. And we'll keep that at like 120, no, we need that to come down here. Okay, so that's 128 tons. If I go into this, okay, we need to tool those, but that's fine. Our avionics should be sufficient. That's fantastic. And what I want to do is I do want to tool these because look at that. It brings the price down quite dramatically. And it's only going to take 57 days to do. And this should, with a little bit of luck, work a lot better. We're going to spend 9,000 funds on it, unfortunately. But, well, we'll get a lot of money back if we do manage to complete it. Hello, Lucy. Welcome to the stream. Wow, that came out jank. What was that? Hello? Canassa, where did you... yeah, I've answered that already. Okay, so, yep, this is looking rather interesting. It's certainly a novel kind of lunar impactor. I can't remember. I honestly can't remember what my one looked like in Kerbal Gets Real, but definitely not like this. We are going to sort this out. So they need to go there. They need to go there. Staging. That goes there. Okay. Yep, that's fine. That is all fine. And then finally we detach that so it can go on its way to the moon and we don't have to worry about anything. And we'll get temperature scans on the way over, and we will also get some telemetry scans and all of that kind of stuff, and that should be good. That should be fine. This should make it as a lunar impactor, I'd like to think, although I'm a little bit worried that we will run out of electric charge. But you know what? I will probably come back and design a new lunar impactor in a bit. This is just what we're going to go for now. Yes, we're going to try this, and it might go terribly. I feel like my brain today really isn't in gear. It's just too hot to think about all of this kind of things. Honestly, it is so warm and sunny outside. Like, oh, it's bright. The sunlight, it burns. Canassa, this time it will go well. Well, maybe. I hope it does. Honestly, I've had so many failures in this live stream. I need to change that. That needs to go there. That it would be nice to at least get something up and running. Maybe. Don't jinx it. What engines is he using for stage 1 and stage 2? So I am using, it's basically an Atlas. I've got the LR89s, 2 LR89 boosters and an LR105 core stage and a half design, and then the next stage is going to do our translunar injection all the way over to the moon. So there we go. That is all good and done and fine. So I want that to be done first, because, yeah, animal testing is bad, yo. It's very crucial that we get that out. How many days do I have left to do this? 247. Oh, dear. I'm running out of time. I'm actually running out of time to complete these. I need... That's going to be like 100 days. Yeah, I need this to work. I need this to work. But anyway, what we're going to do is we are going to warp to complete. We're going to try and get animal testing is bad, yo, number 5 out. And hopefully that will give us a nice influx of cash, which we're going to use for a variety of other things, I imagine. So we're going to... I'm just thinking. The lunar impactor. I've not even tested the AJ10 on the top of that yet. The AJ10 hasn't been used. It's all been the booster stage that has failed. So that's going to be really fun when I get round to that. Yeah, the AJ10 currently hasn't... Oh, wait, no. I fully burnt it in the last launch, didn't I? Yep, no, it's fine. We did do a full burn. We did manage to do a full burn on that. It's good. It's fine. Right, so we're going to roll this out to the launch pad, and we're going to try and get this done. Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Don't try it. Sending UFOs to the moon. This is a rather bizarre shape that we are sending to the moon. Let us hope the test light god will be merciful. It would be nice. It certainly would be nice. However, if this stream is anything to go by, the past, 2.5 hours of this stream, well, Test Light has really not liked me today. It really has not, and... yes, it's gonna end up badly. It's gonna end up very badly. This is why I like playing the next millennia. I never have test light fails on that because I've got all advanced engines, and the Super Dracos sometimes fail, but that's about it. Although, actually playing this save as well, this is really nice because this runs, I'm green clocking because it's such a light install of RSS RO. This is amazing. The next millennia, it's like stuttery like this, and I get so few frames per second. But anyway, enough talking about that. We need our target periapt to be 190, and I'm going to set this to 1050, and we're going to keep all of those like that. I'll switch that to current. We don't want to go for a timed launch, and I believe that should be enough to fulfill this contract. Have I got more science? No, I don't think I do. Okay, yeah, no, this is all good. Lunar impact, no, we don't want that. We want this, 1000, yeah, that's fine. We can do that, 190, that's fine. Check for stable orbit for 10 minutes. Okay, that's good. So we can engage the autopilot here, and hopefully we will be able to complete the extreme orbital return with this. My staging is correct. So in 3, 2, and 1, we are going to be launching this up to orbit, and hopefully we will be returning it. Hip hip, let's go to the moon. This isn't going to the moon, this mission. No, this is just going to be a orbital returner. I did have the contract to complete that, which I should have completed before, but Test Light said no. So, Kanasa, no, I still like you, especially your rockets. Thank you. This rocket... I mean, all of the rockets that I have done in this series, in this RP-1 early game series, they've not looked amazing. This is just throwing things together in the hope that they would stick. But yeah, this doesn't look great. If you want nicer looking rockets from me, definitely the next millennia is where you want to check out, because that's got some really nicer looking launch vehicles anyway, or at least I think so. This series has just been throw something together as quickly as I can, slap a little bit of weird paint on it, sometimes get chat to try and well, yeah, we've had a couple of magenta rockets on this series. We've had a couple of very odd looking things going on, definitely, because I just say, chat, you know what, you can paint this. Let's turn to chat and paint a rocket. And yeah, some things have definitely looked very interesting. But for once, this is looking like it is going it's going well. We might achieve an orbit today, which would be fabulous. So did Kanasa get Lunar Impactor contract? I do have the Lunar Impactor contract. It's right there. I've had that for a very long time. I picked that up about... oh, I can't even remember. like a year ago. Not a year ago in real life, but I picked that up like a year ago in this RP-1 career. I advanced, picked it up so I'd get a big influx of cash, which I used to upgrade my space center and all that kind of stuff. So I will admit, this is a very, well, unique look, though. I guess. I think I preferred my launch vehicle designs from Kerbal Gets Real. I think they were very similar to this, except they had cylindrical boosters, and rather than the kind of like R7 Soyuz-ish kind of Soviet-style boosters, it had cylindrical boosters, and it was white and orange, I believe, was the color of the tank. I don't know where that little red line there's coming from. I don't even know if you can see that, but there's kind of like a little tiny smidgen of red hiding away there. But anyway, we are looking like we might actually make it to orbit today. So what we're going to do is we're going to fast time warp and hope that that really scared me, the fairings going there. I was like, no. And yeah, no, we're going to hope that test light doesn't say, nope, no orbit today for you. I think that would be like the 4th launch in a row that I've done where test light has said nope, which would be really bad. I literally forget to put avionics on my craft. Glad it was just a simulation. Oof. Avionics, I think, no, wait, I was designing something for the next millennia earlier on today, and yeah, I simulated it around the moon, and I was like, why have I not got any control on this thing? And then it turned out that, yeah, I didn't have any avionics at all. And I was like, that might explain it. Yeah, that was a little bit silly, but avionics are usually pretty easy to forget. There we go, 189 by 1050, which means that we should have hit those contract requirements. Yes, we have indeed. Now we need to remain in orbit for 10 minutes. What we're going to do is we are going to decouple this stage. Yep, and insufficient avionics, that's fine. That is what I was expecting. And what we want to do is just float around for a little bit until we get to our apogee. Then we're going to turn this around and hopefully return with no harm done. We will recover this scientific experiment, except it's not really got any scientific experiments running on it. So yeah, no, I'm not sure the scientific data that we're going to be recovering from this. To be honest, all of the science that I need now, I need to be at the moon. I need to get to the moon, or at least space high around Earth in order to get that. So we are 10 minutes away from apogee, and we no longer have connection to Earth. Fantastic. Oh no! Well, we are now coming down. There we go. Okay, fantastic. So what we want to do is we want to turn the RCS on here. If I get rid of this, we'll turn RCS on and go for that. And I also want to sort this out. We want to hit that. Yep. And avionics, unlocking controls. Fabulous. We'll go RCS and we'll go prograde. And what we will do is fire up. Actually, I'm going to arm the parachutes whilst I'm here. Always a smart idea. And we'll make this here. And there we go. And we are going back home, and I'm going to turn that off, and hopefully we'll have enough battery power. 4 hours and 12 minutes, yeah, that should be fine. We'll have enough battery power to recover this safely. I've armed the parachute. Oh, hello. That stopped it spinning. What? Oh, okay. Interesting. What? I am thoroughly confused at the moment. Why does it start just... Oh, there we go. We are in the atmosphere. As was the case with the last time of one of these solar panels are going to burn off. That's fine. That is part of the design. It's just to make sure that we get a little bit extra juice with this before it runs out of power. But we are going to be safely returning this to home. Kanasa, your face keeps flashing red and blue. It's because I got an RGB ring light on my left. It might start looking a little bit worse now due to the fact... Oh, no. It's not too bad. But as it gets darker, as it gets lighter darker outside, like the RGB light will be more prominent. But yeah, no, it might be a little bit too bright at the moment. Let me see if I can move it and make it a little bit nicer. There we go. That might be a little bit more like visually eyebally pleasing. Yes. Oh god damn, it's so hot. My brain's melting. My brain is actually melting. It's solid mush at the moment. Kraken dark magic. It was indeed dark magic. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen that before. The whole thing was just flipping around, and I honestly don't know. I don't know. Some of the bugs, obviously you're gonna end up with bugs. These will probably burn off relatively soon, and to be honest, I don't know why I'm not doing this at 4 times time warp. I should be doing. There we go. We've lost the solar panels. But that's okay, we always knew that was going to happen, and we're just going to come screaming through Earth's atmosphere. How many Gs are we pulling? Like, that's what, like over 10 at the moment? It's going to be a very uncomfortable rhyme. Solid mush, that is, yeah, solid mush, that's kind of contradictory in itself, but yes, my brain is solid mush. Ablative solar panels, indeed, that is what they were, that's what they were used for. They were to bleed off as much of the heat from re-entry as possible before they eventually overheated and exploded themselves. But this is fine, this is fine. Everything is on fire, but everything is fine. We are going to be safely returning to Earth today. And yeah, now it's just going to take a while for this to land. I'm not entirely sure where we're going to land. Where are we? Where are we? We are in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. We are, I think that's Hawaii up there, so... yeah, yeah, nothing will probably ever recover this. I mean, it'd be a very, very, very good luck to find out where this has landed. But, oh well, we've got the magical recover button, and it's going to work anyway. Forgot staging? Just burn everything off. I know a lot of the smaller, say like 3 tons to Minmus or whatever they are now. I've never done anything like that, so I don't know kind of like the tonnages. Don't they use, or like 3 stages to Juna? They utilize, or from what I remember seeing, they utilize like hitting into the moon, like hitting a mountain or like a mountainous region where it basically stages, like litho breaking stages for you. It's it's a very interesting concept. Don't worry, it's just superheated plasma. Nothing to worry about. Litho breaking, yes. I did remember the technical term that people came up for that. I just think, honestly, some of the things that some people have done in this game is just insane. It's kind of like the solid rocket booster on the top of that. Looks like it does fit through the parachute. But yeah, we're going to recover this safely. I don't think we're going to get any science from it, which is a shame. I don't think, yeah, like I said earlier on in this mission, I don't think we're going to be getting any science until we go to the moon now. So that is going to be the main focus, getting over to the moon as quickly as possible. Maybe upgrading my research and development so that I can get some better tech in, because I'm building these rockets in about 60 days, which to be honest isn't that bad. That means 6 launches a year. And my research and development, I feel like it's going to fall behind. So there we go. We got that contract completed. Fabulous. We got 323,000 funds. We can recover this vessel now, if it will let me. There we go. Let's do this. Normal recovery, and that is that done. Oh, excuse me. Whew, it's starting to cool down a little bit now. I guess that's probably because it is now 10 to 10. 10 to 9 even. 20 to 9. I can read. But yeah, no, it's cooling down a little bit. It's no longer as stifling hot as it once was, which is really nice. It's a little bit cooler. Maybe my brain will solidify again from being solid mush into more just solid. So there we go. Oh, we did get a little bit of science, 0.3. We got 16.2 in total, which I still don't think is enough to unlock anything new. So that's going to take 22. That's going to take 22. I don't really want hypersonic flight, although we could go for, say, like the X-15 kind of configuration with that. But that's not really how I want to cross the Kármán line. I just want to go straight for Mercury, or straight for Vostok. So we got Vostok there, and we'll go for that kind of methodology. Is there anything I can get? That costs 25. No. Oh, we could get primitive solar panels, but to be honest, not really worth it at the moment. I want to save up for the more exciting stuff like 1961 and all of these capsules and stuff like that. No, that's what we're going to be looking forward to next. Why do your RCS plumes look so nice? Is it a mod? It is Waterfall. It is the Waterfall engine configs that I have got. And yeah, waterfall looks really nice. Actually, is it even waterfall that's being used on this? I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, so the next thing that we've got is the Lunar Impactor number 2. I should probably rename that to number 2. Actually, I didn't even let chat name that. That was just me saying Lunar Impactor. Oops. Oh well, I think we'll... Oh god, I want to rename you. Oh well, that's going to be a quick visit into the vehicle assembly building by accident yet again. I seem to keep doing that in this live stream. I'm orbiting the moon with a crude rocket. Congratulations, PogChamp. That's not very nice. God, I do that so often. So aggravating. Yes, I want to cancel the edits because I'm not going to do anything. We're just going to go back to this and try and rename it. Honestly, when I'm playing the Next Millennia, and when I'm playing anything, if I want to rename something, I don't really rename stuff in the Next Millennia because I don't show this screen in the series anymore. But yeah, it just takes so long getting in and out. Oh, did I not even... Oh, yeah, I want to duplicate it. Then I want to rename it. Yeah, it takes so long getting in and out of the vehicle assembly building because I've got so many parts mods on that save. It's just so frustrating every time that I open up the VAB and I'm like, I'm stood there for like... Well, not stood because I'm sat. I'm like sat there for like a couple of minutes, maybe like 3-4 minutes at times, just waiting for it to basically finish. Which is a real shame. We're going to unlock orbital rocketry soon, which is good. Is there anything new that I've picked up? We are not going to really bother going for that. Ooh, that's an exciting one. Look at the advance we get on that. How long have we got for that? That's a long time. I might pick that up soon. That's a few years. That's over 3 years. We are in 1956. That'd be 1959 to get crewed flight. We'd need probably a bigger launch pad, and we'd need the science to unlock it, and we need to spend a lot of money on science, but we've already built the research and development, which is good. Oh, I'm actually kind of tempted to pick that up and try and race. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like I can do it within 3 years if I put a lot of money into research and development. That would be 1959 first crewed orbit, but I feel like that's feasible. I definitely feel like that's feasible, and slightly longer than 3 years anyway. It's like 3.5 years, which gives us to like 1960. That's later than I did it in Kerbal Gets Real. In Kerbal Gets Real, I did it in 1958. You know what? We're gonna pick it up. Oh, I don't know if that was a mistake. Oh, do it. Everyone said do it. Yes, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. We are going to do it. And I think what we're going to do with that is I'm going to spend a lot of money. There we go. We'll go down to 700,000 at the moment. And what we'll do is we will whack that all of that will go in research and development. So we're now up to 2 science a day, or 0.2 science a day. And that's going to bring these techs in way quicker. Yeah, we're going to get early or 1960 orbital rocketry by the end of 1960 or thereabouts, I feel. Which is going to be great. That's going to be fantastic. So 700,000. I think I might go down to 500,000. Maybe I'll put like another... we'll put like 2 more in there, and then we will put some in the VAB, and then we've got 83 in each, exactly, which will mean things will get built faster as well. Oh no, and that, kids, is how you make bad decisions. That's how you, if you want to play RP1 and you want to get somewhere, if you want to kind of stick to history or beat history, these are the kind of things that you have to do it fast. If you just kind of like play it safe, you won't end up beating history, which is a little bit annoying, but it will be fun. It will be fun. Indeed, it will. So that is that done. We're going to get the new rockets, the rocket engines. I still got 500,000. I should really spend that, but I don't know if I want to wait and see what these new upgrades bring me. Is it going to bring me anything nice? What's 59 rocketry give me? It gives me upgrades to the early AJ-10, the LR-79, and that's it. So we could maybe do a better like Thor Thor Able kind of style thing. And we also get the LR, the Titan stuff. Titan that's exciting. And they cost 130,000, but they are very, very, very good engines, and they will help out a lot. Oh, I don't know. One other thing that I do need to buy as well, I am going to probably get a 350 launch ton. That's going to be 250,000. So yeah, no, I'll get that, and then I will save the rest of my money for now. And yeah, that'll be me done for now. And 350 tons will be a really, really, really nice size launch pad for a long time to come yet. So Lunar Impact 2, we're gonna launch that in 47 days, which will be nice. Duh, being dumb gets you into the history books, yes. What's your build speed, the KCT? At the moment, I think I've got 1.2. 1.33, so that's all right. I think maybe 650,000 is a bit too much money for me to spend at the moment, but maybe once we've done a few impactors to the moon, we might have a look at upgrading the vehicle assembly building. So 1959 orbital rocketry, we're going to get that. That's fine. And then we're going to try and launch Lunar Impactor 2 and Lunar Impactor 3 at the same time. We'll get a lot of money for doing these, which would be great. We'll get the Lunar Flyby and the Lunar Impactor contracts both done at the same time. And now that we've got this kind of new orbital rocketry, we might be able to build something better. And I'll have a look. We'll have a look at maybe building something Titan-esque in a moment. So Lunar Impactor rollout, yep, in 3 days and 23 hours. Here we go. It is August. So August 1956. Hopefully we should be able to get a daytime launch for this to launch it into the plane of the moon, which will be fabulous. We'll launch this and hopefully we are going to go to the moon. We are going to go to the moon. The dumber, the better. The dumber, the better. Making dumb decisions. Yes. Dumb decisions are my forte for realism overhaul. And, well, yeah, if you know, like I said, if you want to go quick, you have to gamble, essentially. And test light, I'm not even sure really if gambling on this stream is a smart idea, considering how much of a pain test light has been. This stream, it's been bad. It's been really bad. It's really not liked me. This rocket will hopefully go to the moon, although we'll see about that. So we're going to set this to 150 and 150, a very low orbit. And what we're going to do is we'll bring the map screen up. Look how cluttered my orbit is now. We've got loads of stuff around and nothing in alignment with the moon, unfortunately. That's going to have to change. Although there's a couple that that is normal. Wait, animal testing is bad. Yo probe. That is pretty much in alignment with the moon. I could use that as a transfer window planner. That's so close. I think it's off slightly, but yeah, no, that's great. I'll use that as a transfer window planner. Nice. That's going to be really, really helpful. Right, so we're going to set this as the target. We are going to launch into the plane of the target in 14 hours and 29 minutes. And what we want to do is just hit the engage autopilot. It will time warp ahead for us, and we will launch when we are ready to go. Whoever disliked must be hunted down. It's fine. How do you research so fast? I don't know. I just put points into research. If, like, this live stream career that I've done, I have done this entirely on stream. I've not done anything off of camera for this stream. So if you kind of really want to see how I've got to the stage that I am at, like, watch the streams, because it is all been done on stream. So here we go. We are launching now. And there have been no engine failures so far, and hopefully we don't have anything on our way to the moon. I'm really, really hoping we don't. Why has that not come up with anything? That worries me. That really worries me. Why have we only got 2,000? What? Okay. This is gonna have 1,000. Something is wrong here. Something is very, very, very wrong. Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. And then they should go. And then that should go. I think I need to control from here. I think that's what's causing this to mess up. Control from here. But why? I don't understand. We should not have this much delta V left, I don't think. Oh, wait, no, I made it way lighter. We could have this much delta V left. Okay, I think it's okay. I think that's just me messing up, but I don't know why. Can I come in here? Is this actually full of fuel? Because at the moment, I know I filled it up, but I've not got CFC on this, do I? Oh no, I do. Right, let's have a look. Did I put fuel in here? Yeah, no, it's got UDMH and IWFNA. Yeah, they both do. So that's good. Yeah, we've got fuel for the AJ10 stage. Okay, that's all right. Nothing wrong there. Nothing to see there. That's okay. So I just don't understand why this reckons we've only got 5,000 meters per second in this stage. I'm very confused. And what, like, I'm very confused. This is weird. It did it for my Atlas rockets also. Had to change it for more R7 design. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I'm just thoroughly confused because that really shouldn't be doing that, and I don't know why. I'm not entirely sure what's gone on. I think I tested this. I'm fairly sure I tested this, and it did work out. So hopefully, with a little bit of luck, it should be okay. Everything is going according to plan, just in a confusing way. Yes, indeed. But there we go. We are on our way to space, and we collected a bit of data from this. Mean time between failure is still quite high, 50 minutes, so there is a good chance that this will make it to orbit. Then we've got to rely on the cursed AJ1042 config to try and get us over to the moon. I'm not entirely sure if that's going to be the thorn in my side for this mission, but as it stands, this has gone surprisingly well. Nothing has failed yet. And I mean, we are going into an incredibly low orbit, which might not be a smart idea, but oh well. It could be worse. Everything is going according to plan indeed. Cool rocket. It's a very Soviet-style rocket. It's Soviet mixed with the United States. We've got the LR-105 powering this, the core stage from the Atlas. And we had Soviet-style boosters and a Soviet-style color scheme. It's certainly one of the more interesting designs I've done. There we go. And you say cool rocket, and then we reveal the payload, which is just a shiny golden stick on top of a shiny white transfer stage to the moon. Yeah, no, it's a pretty disgusting design, if I'm going to be honest. It's it's not the best looking thing. It really isn't. I'm back home. Welcome back home? No, that sounded weird. Soviet and American collaboration. Yes, you have the space shuttle. I have built space shuttles before. I don't have a space shuttle. I'm gonna time warp this. I don't have a space shuttle on this career because I'm only in 1955 at the moment, 1956 even. So I'm a little bit far away from thinking about anything to do with space shuttles or anything like that. But I did do a space shuttle in Kerbal Gets Real. I did a couple. I did the longsword and the broadsword. I probably will do one in the next millennia as well. Potentially. We'll see how that goes. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a use for a space shuttle. We'll see how that goes. But I do have a space shuttle mod on the next millennia as well, but... I hate this game. No! That's not even funny. Why? There's so many failures. So many failures. That's ridiculous. That is so close. So close. Oh well, I'm not even gonna justify watching that smash to its doom. We're gonna go back to the Space Center and try that again. This is ridiculous. This is getting ridiculous. So many failures over the course of this live stream. Test flight and test flight. Oh, you have been an utter pain. You have really screwed this one over. It's been awful. I think your test software might have some issues. Yes. So, that's not great. That's not great. I can't wait for the new KSP 1.12 update. It's going to be an update I don't play for a very long time because all of the mods that I use, it's going to take a very long time for them to be updated. So, to be honest, what are they adding in it? They're adding fireworks, rotating docking ports, which is something that I am looking forward to. Fireworks, rotating docking ports. And they're revamping ELU, I believe, and I never play in stock, so revamps aren't really my thing. And even if I do, I'll probably just pick up Parallax or something like that. So, thank you. Lunar Impactor number 2 did fail, so I'm going to duplicate this. We're going to go for Lunar Impactor number 4 for this. Oh, there we go, number 4. And in 73 days, we'll get new technology. We do have new engines now, though, which might be worth looking into. Although, I think what I want to do is I want to fly Lunar Impactor 3. We'll see how that goes. If I can get that to work, all good. And then after that, I think I will probably look at designing something new. But no, we'll just try again. This time, things will go differently, won't they? I tell that to myself in hopes that things will go differently. However, things never go differently. Not in this live stream anyway. Things always go badly. Right, so there we go. We've got another one. It is now October of 1956, and we are going for our 3rd attempt at sending a lunar impactor, which should... Oh, yeah, no, this has been terrible. Lunar impactor. So we are going to launch this, and if this doesn't work... Well, we've got number 4 being built, and then I'm going to design maybe some kind of Titan thing. And that was kind of hard, but you see that being smart. This is why you need to do static fire and cry-proof tests. So they don't work with test light. That works with test flight, but not with test light. It wants to be named Moontuber, obviously. Curse you, test light. Curse you indeed. It has been very, very bad for me throughout this entire stream. Yes, not the best. Right, anyway, so we are on the launch pad, and I think what we're going to do is we are going to attempt to shoot for the moon. We're going to set that as the target, launch into the plane of the target. Let's just get this going. We're going to hit engage autopilot. Staging all looks good to me for now, and we're still getting this weird thing where I didn't even get to the point where I could test that, but, you know, actually, I'm going to disengage the autopilot. I'm unsure. I don't know why. Speed pressure okay. So yeah, that's good. It should be. So these are all high pressure tanks. Why am I not getting any Delta V readouts for this, even with KerbalEngineer? Maybe if I go into MechJeb Delta V stats. Even MechJeb is saying that I don't have any Delta V. This is really confusing. We've got 10,000. See, I don't want to get this all the way to orbit and then it be like, nope, you're not going anywhere today. Why is this? Maybe if I control from this set of avionics. So if we control from there, is that going to give us anything? No. What if I can control from here? Maybe. I think I set this to be controlled from here anyway. Okay. Yeah, no, we're still not getting any Delta V readings. What if I say get rid of that, move that somewhere different? No, still nothing. I'm a little bit concerned. So Kanaza, no wonder why Glushko wanted to use hypergolics. Soviet elite test must have sucked too. Realistic overhaul tends to not calculate Delta V, no worries. Yeah, I know, but that should. That should. Trust me, I've been playing RO for a really, really long time. That should be giving me the Delta V there. I'm a little bit concerned why that isn't doing that. So, we might as well... You know what? Screw it. We're going to launch this. If it fails, it fails, and we'll go back and design maybe some sort of Titan thing to get to the moon. Let's cross our fingers and launch it. Exactly, that's what we are going to do. Probably because your root part is below in the decoupler, potentially. But I might have, yeah, I might have accidentally set the root there. But still, when I select control from there, that should change that. At least I thought. But I might be wrong. I might be wrong. And, well, we're going to see anyway, momentarily, because we are going to launch this. And, well, we're probably not even going to get it up to orbit, if I'm going to be honest. So, there we go. We are firing up. We are launching into the plane of the moon. And we are go. And I think what I am going to do is we are going to physical time warp. Because we've seen lots of these launches. Look at that. Look at that. Whoa. Something. Does Earth have 2 moons? Because those are very, very large. I thought I thought that was 2 moons. Just, yeah, we've gained a second satellite. I don't know how that's happened, but that's very interesting. Okay, yeah, I think they must be other planets which distant object enhancement is making very, very, very bright. But oh well, we are on our way. We have had a successful launch so far. The LR-89s are holding up well. We've had no test flight failures so far, which is obviously a wonderful thing. And we're going to see if we can make it over to the moon today, because that will give me a lot of money. I will complete 2 contracts with that, getting about 400,000, I think. On top of that, I will also be able to pick up 2 new contracts, which will give me a lot more money as well. So all in, it's going to be a very lucrative experience. You must believe into the rocket. I must believe. I have faith. The rocket will succeed. Hopefully, I mean, we're getting a lot of data units on this now. Still nowhere near as much as I would like, but, you know, we're getting more, and we're getting more all the time, which is obviously very, very nice. The more we get, the more reliable these rockets are going to be. And it still says we're going to have about 1,000 meters per second of delta V left, which is quite, frankly, ludicrous. I'm head out for the day. Thank you, RockPlays, for coming by this stream. It's been a lot of failure. It's been an awful lot of failure. Things have gone very badly indeed. It's almost funny. What's almost funny? No, it's probably the most unpredictable mod in KSP history. What, realism overhaul? I mean, I wouldn't say it's unpredictable. Once you kind of know what you're doing, it kind of makes a lot of sense. But there are still some things that do go weird and iffy. Like, RCS can sometimes be a right pain and it's a bit weird, but most of the time it does make a lot of sense once you know kind of what you're doing. But yes, what we are going to be doing now is trying to get this to orbit. We've got another 60 seconds of burn left on this. And I think, judging by how this is going, it's going well. That meantime between failure, oh, we've got 150 seconds until this fails. Oh, it's going to be tight, but we might just make it. 150, yeah, no, we've made it to orbit with this. And now, for whatever reason, oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. 149,000 meters by 152,000 meters. What we can do now is do this. Okay, and why is that not done anything? Cool. And there we go, 3,173 meters per second of delta V. Perfect. It's exactly what we want. It's good. This, as long as the AJ-10 fires, this will hit the moon. Oh, this will hit the moon as long as the AJ-10 fires. Right, so we just want to create a maneuver node, and we want to bring this out to about 3,150 or thereabouts. It might be like 3,144. There we go. Perigee, let's go a little bit more. God, I've got so many orbit lines around here. There we go. And let's try and get that down to as close to the lunar surface as possible. 16,000 meters. 3,144 is usually a good kind of... There we go. That's going straight into the moon. Lunar impactor. Lunar impactor. So it's going to take 1 minute and 7 seconds of burn time. And we're going to start our burn in 52 minutes. We've got a day and 22 hours. Okay, so here we go. We're going to float around. I really want this to work. Seriously, we've come so far. We have come so far. What's the failure rate? The failure rate is 3.21%. This could do. This could do it. This could work. This could work. Continue to believe, Kanasa. I am believing with all of my heart that this will be the one that makes it over to the moon, and we will get a lot of lovely, tasty science and funds from this, which will be very, very nice. Oh, there we go. That one's out of charge. That's fine. I'm just a little bit concerned that I didn't put enough battery power on this with the communications device on it, but you know what? We'll see. we'll see how it goes when we get over there. It could be bad. Start burn in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the node. And we are going to prepare ourselves for our burn. Our burn over to the moon. About the N1. Korolev got sent to the Gulag and was forced to return and work on the N1 program. Really? I didn't know that. Earth is looking good. It is indeed. It sure is. Wouldn't be surprised if he did this on purpose. You can do it, AJ10. I know everyone hates you, but I trust you. I think... I hope that it works. I hope that it works. All right, so 50 seconds. I'm not going to get MechJeb to do this for me. I'm going to burn this myself. Right. Do I not need to ullage this? Okay. And why is... Oh, no. Oh, no, that's not good. Oh, that's really not good. Okay. Right, so that's because we're a little bit out of the way. Right, if I skip this to the next orbit, if it will let me. Why let me? Control locked. Oh, great. That's why. Right. So we're not gonna burn here now because we are out of communications range. What we're gonna do is we're gonna skip that to the next orbit and we're gonna try firing from about there because I feel like that might just be able to get us at Woomera. Or even there, like Carnarvon over there. That's probably better if we go there. Right. I want to turn off the RCS because that's messing up this, and hopefully. That's 40. Why can't I move my camera? Come on. Yep, no, I want to get rid of that. Right, there we go. So that's gonna really ruin that up, starting that burn there. That's okay. Can I maybe... Oh, come on. That maneuver node planning is not very fun. Right, so we can get... Yeah, that's too much delta V. We don't have that much delta V. Oh, this is a pain. This is a real pain. Right, if I go for, say, here, 4 million, we go for this. There we go. That'll do. That's much better. And that is pretty close. Oh, no, it wasn't. I was looking... Oh, communication sucks, right? Communication really sucks. That's still going to hit the moon. That's still going to hit the moon there. Can I make it... No, that's not going to hit the moon anymore. That will. Okay, I think I might be able to get away with this if I go for, say, somewhere around here. This is just me faffing about, trying to... Yeah, look, I'll be in range of that. That's fine. If I do this here, it's going to cost a little bit more delta V, but I can do this. I can do this. It's fine. It'll all work out in the end. There we go. We're going straight into the moon. Next orbit, we're going to go for the moon. Okay, right. Everything calm and collected. Yeah, so, yeah. Apparently, Korolev was indeed in Gulag, but that was way earlier in his life. Wouldn't be surprised if he did this on purpose. What on purpose? What's going on purpose? Right, so we are going to time warp ahead. Start burn in 2 hours and 33 minutes. I would rather not start the burn then. If I go for 1 hour and 5 minutes, the next time... What is going on here? It's really messing up. Yeah, that's still fine. That's still fine. And we should, hopefully, be within range of that communications center and start the burn when we want to. Oh, I don't know, though. I really don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if we're going to get communications in time. 11 minutes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. We've run out of communications. Hopefully we pick that back up within the next 3 minutes. One thing that I'm really looking forward to doing on this RP-1 series is setting up a communications network so that this never, ever, ever, ever happens again, because this is honestly hateful. We are a minute away from our burn and 30 seconds. Oh, this is not fun. Why is that moved like way, way, way over? Oh, this is... Come on. This is not fair. This is not all right. This is why you need remote tech, and you can program burns, but I can't do that because I've not got remote tech. Why am I not connecting? Look, it's like right there. It's literally right there. Connect, please. This is why having an orbit of 150,000 meters is a bad idea. There we go. We've got an orbit, so we can move this. Except now I can't because we've gone way past the maneuver. Can I move? If I go next orbit, and we'll go for like this. Where is us? Where is I? Where is I? This is... All right, we're there. If I go for like this, and we go back in orbit. Oh, the controls are being so janky today as well. Like, seriously, this is... I can't zoom out. Why didn't you let... Like... And... There we go. Right, so that is now going nowhere near the moon. Fantastic. Oh, why is it in a communications black spot? Like, seriously. Seriously, this sucks. Really, really sucks. Right, can I get this? There we go. We're going to hit the moon. We're hitting the moon. It's fine. We're expending a bit more Delta V than I would have liked, but in 59 seconds, we're going to start our burn, and everything should be good. Finally. Oh, flat earthers don't have those problems. No, they do not. No, because there is no horizon for the communications to disappear over. This has this has been stressful beyond belief. Right, anyway, so we're going to start our burn in 35 seconds. We've not even tried firing up this engine yet. I have done all of this. How much are people willing to bet? What do people reckon that when I fire up that AJ10, we get a lovely little message from TestLight saying, well, the AJ10 has decided it's having a bit of a bad day, and it wants to screw you over yet again and just say, nope, no moon for you, no moon for you, you're not going to the moon today. I don't like you. Right, anyway, so we are going to sufficiently ullage this, and it's fired. The engine has ignited, and we are on our way to the moon. Oh, yes, we are going, and there is nothing that can stop us. Except TestLight breaking in the middle of the burn. But it's not going to do that. It wouldn't do that, would it? Would it be that mean? Would it cause a mid-burn failure? It certainly could. And, oh dear. Oh dear. Our encounter, we're going to hit it in like 7 days. No, we've not got enough electric charge. We'll get to the moon, we'll smash into it, but I don't think we'll have enough electric charge. This is freaking ludicrous. This is ridiculous. Yeah, that's a really bad orbit. We're going to go really high, and I'll be able to get some kind of science high, but we're... Right, kill rotation, and kill that. There we go. And currently, we went 10 meters per second over. This is why you get MechJeb to do these burns for you, because MechJeb is a lot better at doing these kind of burns for you than you are. But yeah, look, no, we're gonna... This is not good. This is not good. We're gonna run out of electric charge because I feel like we've only got... Oh, we've got a day and 20 hours on this stage. However, the next stage, I think, had about 6 days. Right, so that's getting closer and closer. Yeah, look, that's going to be 8 days' time. So what I'm doing to this, I'm just using the RCS just to really fine-tune this orbit and get it down, because I knew that I wouldn't be able to get this spot on. If I'd have used MechJeb, I might have been able to do it. Well, at least the engine didn't fail. No, it did not. But I think we're not gonna be able to fulfill the contract. But there we go. We are. We've got a lunar impact. We're gonna hit the moon. We are gonna hit the moon. And what I need to do is just decouple this. Extend this antenna. Probably... Can I turn the antennas off? So I can extend this antenna, which is what we want to do. And I might be able to save some power somehow. Yeah, we decouple this. There we go. We still should be going straight into the moon. Yep, no, we're still going straight to the moon. And... Oh, how much power have we got? 192 days. Well, we're going to complete this. That's fine. 192 days of power. Where did that come from? Oh, well, yeah, no, we've completed the contract. Yep, that will be the contract fulfilled. We will get science from around the moon. We will hit the moon, and yeah, everything is looking very, very, very nice. I'm assuming that maybe that was with everything all turned up to max, but what we want to do is once we get to space high, which is just above geostationary orbit, then we want to start turning on some things, and we'll get some science from it. But I want to make sure that we don't accidentally do a little bit too much. But look at Earth. This is the furthest we've ever sent anything. We might get some records for this. Did we get any records? Yes, we got a record, uncrewed speed record. Any altitude records? No altitude records. Moon Pog! All we need to do is believe, yay, decoupling only messes with velocity on weak orbits, like on No One with KSP. Not much of an issue on RO. So decoupling is a massive, massive issue on RO. If you don't have your decoupler set to like a low kind of percentage, because a very, very, very minute change in delta V on that orbit there would mean that it would change dramatically, and decoupling can change it quite a lot. Which is, yeah, no, decouplers are you have to really, really be careful, and that's why I had this decoupler set to 0, and I knew that it would basically still follow the same route that this does, which is nice. Right, so we are now in space high, which means we can turn on the pressure scan, we can turn on this, we can turn on the temperature scan, and yeah, we still got loads and loads and loads of days of electric charge left, which is great. 5.5, perfect, there we go. That's a nice 30 science that we've sent back to the boys in the lab that is going to be used towards building our first ever crewed mission. That's going to be very, very, very helpful. Now what we want to do is we just want to follow this through. Lunar impactor probes, our batteries are getting low. That's fine. We don't care about that. Lunar is out of charge. Also fine. Come on, let's just warp ahead to the moon. Let's get over to the moon and smash our first ever thing into the lunar surface. We've yeeted this all the way to the moon. Let's see it explode. Sweet science, baby. Indeed. We're gaining lots and lots and lots of lovely sweet science from this launch. It's been great. It's been really, really good. It is the one. It's finally, I think what, this was lunar impactor number 3. It took 3 attempts to get this to work, all because the booster failed, the launch vehicle failed. So hey Canassa, so if Starship can get the cost as low as it claims, we should probably launch a small sat as a YouTube project. Are they doing that? I didn't realize, but yeah, I suppose yeah, you could pay SpaceX to launch stuff on Starship eventually. Well, you can pay SpaceX to launch stuff on Falcon 9s and all of that now. But yeah, Starship being cheap though. One thing I can't remember. I think it was Tim Dodd did a video. I spoke about this in my last live stream, like talking about using Starship to using like Earth to Earth destinations, and I think that would be something that will be really cool eventually. And apparently, judging by like kind of like the napkin economics that they've done so far, they could eventually get it to being almost as cheap as doing a long haul flight on a 747, which is insane. There we go. Pressure scan from the moon is coming in. That should mean that we will get the lunar flyby as soon as we fly within 5,000 kilometers. Yep, that's great. Okay, I've got to go sadly. Thanks, Lucy, for coming by. I'm not sure how much longer. How long have we been going for? 3.5 hours already. Oh, wow. It's been quite a while. And I've not suffocated to death in this stifling hot room somehow. I'm very, very, very surprised. So I might as well get the map out for this. Let's look at the moon in all of its glory as we get up and close. Where is it? Moon? Moon. Moon, where are you? Where are you? Wait, hang on. So if we look at the sun, the moon is kind of close to Earth. Wait, it's this way. Ah, hello, moon. Dear moon. There we go. And what we're going to do is we'll just time warp this ahead. Hopefully, I get a little bit of science from Moon Space Low as well. It's not going to be an awful lot because we are coming in at a ridiculous speed. But it might be something. We might get a little bit. You know, this is my personal opinion, but I think this is a pretty successful mission. You know what? You know what? This has gone about as well as it could have done, this mission. This mission, well, this series of missions hasn't, but this actual mission, this tiny little tin can, this tin foil can that we're sending to the moon has gone about as well as it could. There we go. We've got our lunar flyby all done. Are we in space low yet? Not quite. Where's the Earth? Oh no, we've run. The Earth is no longer visible, so we are not getting any data from space low today. That's a real shame, but you know what? We'll still get the contract. We'll still complete the contract. If not, altitude below 2,500, terrain. Well, hopefully. There we go. Boom! And we got the contract. Lunar impactor, uncrewed. Lunar flyby, uncrewed. Uncrewed speed record of 9,000 meters per second. That mission went about as well as it could have done. In fact, that ticked all of its boxes. And yeah, we crashed on the surface of the moon. I'm not entirely sure where. The dark side of the moon, though. Yeah, because, well, the Earth, I don't know where the Earth is. Can we see it if we just, like, look through, if we clip through the moon? Can I see where the Earth is? Or is that going to not be visible? No, I can't see the Earth. Oh, well. But yeah, completely successful. I love outcome, catastrophic failure. No, that was a complete success. We crashed into the moon and everything went about as well as I would have liked it to. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the Space Center and have a look how much money, how much science, and everything that we can do. Come Spikes, what is going on with my lights? Are my lights looking really bizarre? They might be. So I've got a RGB ring light over in the corner. That's what I've been using for the past few streams, just because it looks a little bit better than just like a harsh white light on the camera, but I don't know. It went better than Apollo 13. I remember when I completed the contract with something like 12 hours to go on it. It is always terrifying. Oh, there we go. Look, 700,000 science, not science, 700,000 thuns, an additional 65 science. So what we can do is we can go into research and development and we can pick up some new stuff. We do need human-rated EDL. So we'll pick that up. We'll also pick up, do I want crew survivability or do I want to go for early human spaceflight materials? I think that's going to be more useful because we'll unlock the service module and all of that kind of stuff sooner and get some better stuff. And yeah, I feel like that's going to be probably more useful for sending crew up to space, so we'll go for that. We get hydrazine soon, which is also going to be very nice, but then, yeah, we need 31 for that, which we're a bit short of, but we also need crew survivability first as well, so we need 22. We need 53 science, which we will get. We'll get that from our next series of lunar impactors, I do believe. That one probably will work, but we've also got some R&D points that we are going to spend. And yeah, that is all looking good. But I think I am going to end the stream there now because it has been about 3.5 hours and I am roasting hot. I need to go get myself something to eat and cool down because this room is literally a sauna. It's a bit nicer now that the sun's gone down, but still it's very, very warm. But thank you everyone that has come along to the stream and seen me struggle a lot on this stream. It's been terrible. I have really struggled. Like, Testlight has just been an absolute thorn in my side. Testlight has really kicked me down and just, yeah, been very horrible. But thank you, everyone, and I will be streaming this again probably next Sunday, or on this Sunday. There should be a new Kerbal Gets Real Next Planar episode out soon. But yeah, no, thank you, everyone in the chat for coming along. I have been Kanasa, and I will see you later.